The stream can now hear us eat popcorn.
Crisps.
This is what they're tuning in for, Stu.
I know. Us eating food.
This is the real stuff.
Yeah. So have you had a good week?
Well, it's been alright. Felt like a long week.
A long week. Well, starting again tomorrow, man.
That tends to be the pattern.
Does.
Are you working over the Jubilee?
Only on the Friday. So I'm off Thursday. I'm in Friday, and then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. So it's not too terrible. So it could be worse, you know. I'm only in till 2 on Friday, so it's not too bad. I'm assuming you're off all of it. Have you got a street party planned, have you?
Have a fuck.
Have a street party where you live, eh? Invite all dickheads around who you don't know.
Ah, Duke's connected to the audio.
Here I am. Yes, I'm here now. I had to do the pre-show banter sound effect and the not for kids sound effect.
Oh, I see.
But I'm here now.
And you're here now.
And I'd like a tea, please.
You want to drop it like it's hot, Duke?
I'd like a tea, chamomile.
So, what are you doing to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee, Duke?
Fuck the Queen's Jubilee. I'm celebrating the start of summer. What?
So
summertime, baby.
Duke, that is our Queen.
Over.
You cannot.
School.
You cannot say fuck the Queen.
Yeah, you cannot say that.
I didn't say that.
You can get arrested.
You did say that.
You can get arrested.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you can definitely get arrested for fucking the Queen.
Yeah. Well.
I don't have any interest in that. And I don't mean any disrespect. I don't have any interest in the Queen's Jubilee. I'm on summer break, baby. Woo!
Hey, you two be careful. I love the Queen.
Yeah?
I'm a big royalist. I think the royal family is the best thing this country's got going for it because anything's better than Boris Johnson.
Is that true, Stu? Do you like? You've got a hard on for the Queen?
Totally. I've seen her jewels. They're pretty shiny.
What's the name of the show? There's something there.
Stu licks the Queen's shiny jewels.
Too long. Too long.
Yeah, we'd get arrested for that as well, I think.
Whatever. I live on the edge. I laugh at danger.
What about Stu's jewels?
What about just, I've seen the jewels. They're shiny.
Something about licking jewels.
I didn't lick the jewels. I said I'd seen the jewels. You're just putting words in my mouth.
It's funnier if you say you licked the jewels.
Yeah, but I didn't lick the jewels. I saw the jewels.
Yes, sometimes in humor you have to say things that are not technically accurate.
And I'll be honest, right? I've seen the big, massive fuck-off crown she wears on her head with the Star of India or whatever the fuck it's called, that giant diamond, right? It's fucking shit, man. It just looks like someone's chiseled and hammered it or something. It doesn't even look...
You can stick your beef up your ass.
It doesn't look like, you know, someone spent ages polishing it. I was like, is that
maybe you could lodge an official complaint with Buckingham Palace.
It just like a big lump of salt rock or something.
I think we got the name of the show. I think it's I Didn't Lick the Jewels.
I didn't lick the jewels.
I didn't lick the jewels, but I ran the jewels.
Yeah,
all right, are we ready to start?
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Come on, baby. Lick them jewels. Lick them jewels.
Welcome, yo, to the veteran gamers. Chinny, other fellas will tell you about every single game.
My big green wheel behind.
News, reviews, and an indie pick.
Wario cheese!
Time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Please don't touch my floppy cock.
Veteran gamers.
Please don't touch my floppy cock.
Veteran gamers.
Please don't touch my floppy cock. Please don't touch my floppy cock.
Veteran gamers.
Shut the f up, kid!
Yeah, boy.
Welcome, please, enormous genitals.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
This guy's an idiot.
I'm a potato.
Hello and welcome to episode 647 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yay, 647. I'm on summer break, baby. I made it to the school year of hell. I'm still alive. Woohoo!
Well, being alive's always a good thing, dude. Just saying.
Hell yeah. God.
'cause being
damn, what a
dead,
school year. Holy
You wouldn't even give a
crap.
shit about summer break if you were dead, would you?
Oh man, I don't know.
Well,
Nobody
you wouldn't
knows
know
that.
you were dead. If you were dead, you don't.
That
How do you
journey
know?
from who that journey from whom nobody ever returns, whatever Hamlet said.
I watched Ricky Gervais, the stand-up Ricky Gervais,
I've
and
not seen it yet. I've not seen it yet.
and he's,
Supernatural.
there's a quote from him, and he said, the great thing about being dead is that you won't know, and it's only hurtful for everybody else, and it's the same thing as being stupid.
That is true.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we
Can I
don't know
just
for
say-
sure, but chances are, yeah.
Talking of death.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
well,
and that's what we like to start every show with.
We want to start
discussion of
on
death.
a
Well, you should
high with the
mention
show. We want to
death.
start on a high.
You shouldn't mention that because aren't parents straight, especially elderly parents, aren't they a bit weird?
Well, you're the only parent on this show, and you're strange. So
I'm not
yes.
elderly. What are you trying to say?
Well, I mean, didn't you just have a
God's
birthday?
sake.
Turn 97.
No, I did fuck, but
You
But,
did fuck.
right.
Well, that's one thing to do on your birthday.
I don't. Right. Here's the thing. You probably know this. I've probably mentioned it before, but I don't really keep in touch with my dad very much.
Nah.
Well,
Right.
there is a story coming up here, so I better
There
play
is
it.
definitely a story coming up.
It's story time.
Story time.
All right, you don't keep in touch with your dad much. Go ahead.
So I very rarely keep in touch with my dad, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's shit gone down when we were younger. You know what I
Family
mean? So I don't
business,
really
they
like-
call it.
Family shit.
Family business.
shit.
Sorry to hear that. That sounds frustrating.
Don't really
Family
talk to him.
business.
The last time I heard from him, right, he rang me by mistake.
That's
Oh no.
That's nice.
Right? He rang me by mistake.
like
this
that.
is how
Rough,
shit
man.
my dad is, right? This,
That
I'm
sounds
just
like
giving-
Jake's dad from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I
It
think
is. He rang me by mistake, and I said, and it was during the very early days of COVID, so like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah,
We're having
And
a
I-
sex
I-
reveal party. I had a sex reveal party with 2 stewardesses in Amsterdam.
And I answered the phone. I'm like, oh, what the fuck's my dad ringing me for? I'm like, hello? And he's like, oh, hello? Who's this?
Who's this?
All right. And I said,
Wow.
it's
That's rough, I'm
Stuart.
sorry.
You just rang me. And he went, just clearing numbers out of my phone. I must have rung you by mistake.
Yeah.
I was deleting your phone number
Yeah.
and I accidentally called you.
It would have been worse if you went,
That's harsh.
Stu who?
Stuart. Well, look,
No,
do you know
this
what?
is Michael.
It's possible, and I'll tell you for why.
Yes.
Because he never sends us cards, Christmas cards, birthday cards, any of that bollocks, right?
Legend.
Yeah.
1 year, he happened to send a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Right? Spelt my name wrong.
What did he say? What, Steve?
Damn,
spelled
he spelled
it-
it XQJ.
He spelt it STEW.
All right. Yes.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's harsh.
He doesn't
Sorry.
know how to spell his own son's name.
That's nice. That's nice. You know what the next step is, Stu?
What's
He
the
buys
next step?
you a Christmas card and he doesn't even open it. It's still in the wrapper from
Oh,
Asda.
he just sends it and goes,
just sends
sign
it.
it yourself because I can't remember your
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
So
That's-
anyway,
Where is
right,
it? Where is
that's
it?
not the story though.
Oh wait, I
so-
found it. I
That's
got
not
it, I
that's
got it.
the
Hang on a
that's
second.
that's
It's
the
here.
pre-story.
That's a
No,
pre-
wait, here we go. I
Just
got
give
it. I
me a
got it. Where is
picture.
it? Oh yeah, here we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Sorry, Stu.
It was, I hope it's worth the
I
wait.
certainly do not mean stew.
There you go. It's worth the wait.
Who knew that
Totally
life would
worth
move
the
this
wait.
fast? Who knew
worth
the
I'd
wait.
have to look at
I
you
knew.
through
I
a
don't know what to
glass?
tell you.
I
and
know, yeah.
You tell me
I know,
you
I'm
ain't
trying to
did
take a
it,
drink.
then you ain't did it, and if you did,
But anyway,
it's family
here's the thing.
business. Kanye West. Thank you very much.
Family business. Here's the thing, though. Right? So
Here's
this
the
week-
Donald
thing,
Trump, Kanye
ladies and
West.
This week, my
gentlemen.
phone rang again with my dad's
So,
name on it.
new
right?
listeners,
Oh,
this is
no.
a video game
Sorry, I
podcast.
also called you by
Yeah,
accident.
it's gonna be. You're gonna like this story, though. It's good.
Is it related to
Are we-
video games?
No, it's related to death, though. We've been talking about
Death.
death, haven't we? So
Is he
it's
dead?
related to-
Is he dead?
No,
No, he's not dead.
right. So the phone rings, right? Last time
But
my
he
phone
killed
rang,
somebody.
it was a mistake.
Yeah.
The time it rang before that, he'd had a heart attack. So
Right, right.
you know,
Oh,
these
jeez.
things don't happen.
Not
you
very
know,
often.
Very often. Not
No.
very
I
often.
can't make a sound effect out of that. I'm not supposed to be making jokes about him having a heart attack.
So anyway,
Richard Pryor did.
yeah, cool, totally.
That's Richard Pryor. I'm not Richard Pryor, am I?
Anyway, he recovered from the heart attack, weirdly, because he then phoned me again, didn't he, at some point? But so that sounds awful, doesn't it?
Get on with it.
So
This whole thing sounds awful.
tell you
man.
what.
Yeah, I hate
So the
him.
phone rings.
I might have a heart attack in a
I'm
bit.
like, hello, and he's like, hello, lad, and I'm like, yeah, right, Dad, what can I do for you?
Let's
Well,
get to
you
the business part of
know,
this
I
phone
would
call, Stu.
This is the best thing with my dad, though. He makes it sound like he's just phoning you to begin with.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
oh, just phoning to see how we are. You know, I've not heard
See how
of
you
in a
doing. Like I call my
while,
mom every
how
week.
you
You know, just having a chat.
doing? I just, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Can I
And then
borrow
he-
700,000 quid?
And then he never borrows money. Then he gets to the crux of the matter, right? So then he
Right.
goes, well, I've been thinking about my funeral.
Yeah.
like,
As you do.
Oh, okay. And he's like,
And you should have said,
yeah.
Stu, you should have said, so have I for several years.
And I'm still waiting. Still waiting.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a brass band. We're going to have
Well, I
fireworks
have
going.
nothing. I'm not spending any
Whatever
money
the
on
day
it
is,
anyway.
Dad, I'm busy.
No,
All
anyway,
right.
no, he said, look, no, to be fair, right, he's doing a sensible thing. But the
Right.
way he put it was just the funniest thing ever, right? So he says, yeah, well, I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to have one of these total cremations jobbies.
Yeah, get it done.
Right?
Get it done.
So I
Like
was
a
like,
Tibetan sky funeral.
so I was like, right,
I want to go out on a wooden raft and set fire to.
how's
George Carlin said, I don't want to be cremated. I don't want to be buried. I want to be blown up.
Yes.
blown up?
There he goes.
So I said, well, what? How does this thing work? How does it work? Why are you ringing me? And he's like, oh, well, they'll be in contact with you and they'll send you this green form. I
Yeah.
was like, right.
Okay.
And when I die, you've got to send that off. So you've got to go to register me death. When you get death certificate, you've got to send that off with your green form,
Yeah.
and they'll come and pick up me body.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I assume he doesn't mean the Ice Cube album death certificate.
no. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they'll cremate me. And
Cremate
then
you. They'll cremate you.
Oh my God.
Possibly will.
No,
Look
you
at
sent
that.
the foreman.
Probably
Sorry,
will.
Jeez.
it's
Sounds
the
a bit
oven.
dodgy as it is.
Hey, we gotta cremate somebody. Somebody's gotta get in here. Fucking.
They have gotten the request to cremate you.
So he says, so I
You're
was
not
like, right.
Jewish, you will do anyway.
So at this point, I'm trying to be dead
So we got
serious,
death, we got the Holocaust. We're really
Yeah,
batting
we're
1,000
touching
so
them
far
all.
this
Can we get
episode.
9/11 in here?
Oh, 9/11.
Go on, Stu.
So I'm trying to be serious. I was like,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll just deliver me urn to your doorstep. They'll just
Nice.
bring it round with me
Who
ashes
says I
in,
want that?
job
Yeah.
done, right? And I'm like, right,
What am I
what do you
supposed to
want?
do with this urn?
What am I supposed to do? And I said, what am I supposed to do with that? Right?
I was
And
joking. Stu
No, I
actually
said it. I
Go on.
said
What
it.
did he say?
Wow.
What did
And
he
he
say?
You are
went,
not on
"Oh,
good terms
wow.
with your dad, are you?
Here we go.
Well,
Let
you
him
gotta
let him
do-
go, Duke. Let
Okay,
him go.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
You gotta go and bury me with your mum, right? So I was like, right, I don't want no service, so I don't want any of that bollocks.
No.
I just want to be buried with your
Okay.
mum. And I was like, how do you arrange that? Because like, if you don't have a service at the church, you can just dig a little hole
Yeah.
where my mum's buried.
Well, I
and just
presume
stick
you have
it
to
in.
speak to somebody at the graveyard.
No. You just sprinkle
You
that.
slip it midnight. You go
Yeah.
in at midnight. You got a little spade and you just.
I thought Stu's froze on the funniest image of his
Yeah.
face. Oh no, he's done. No, you can sprinkle it, Stu. I think you just sprinkle it on your mom's grave.
But it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it? Because it's going to be all grey and like someone's had a bonfire on it.
I got told a funny story about. Have you done with your stories? Then more to
No,
it?
because there's a bit more to it.
Go on,
right?
go
So
on.
then-
I got a
Who'd
funny
you get
story
started
about
then?
death ashes.
No, I'm just getting started, right? Because then I started thinking about it. I'm like, right, so
Yeah.
what if you die
Yes.
and nobody finds the body for like 3 weeks?
Oh.
So you've
Can
all
you still
rotted
burn
and-
it? Yeah.
Like, I'm like, did he still just come and pick you up? I'm like, are we supposed to leave the body in the house? What? Where did he pick it up from? It's just honestly, it just
You
sounds
put
like
out a
the
sign that says,
weirdest-
"In case of 3-week-old corpse, call Stuart at."
And he's like, it's fine. It only costs $2.5 all in. $2.5 grand all in.
£2.5 grand. And it's a
They'll deliver
2
the
for 1.
ashes
Keep
to
you
your
from going
doorstep.
into debt.
And Stu, it's a 2 for 1 deal. So if you pop it as well, we'll get
Oh,
half price.
maybe.
Uh,
So then he
Well,
said,
as they
then
said
he
in the Big
said-
Lebowski, if there's a Ralph's nearby, you can just get a coffee cup.
and then he said, right, but it's all right because there'll be $7 grand left over for a party. And I'm like,
Woo,
what the fuck sort
party!
of party do you think we're having?
Yeah.
I'm like, I said to him, and I said this to him, I'm like, most of the people you used to know are dead, Dad.
Yeah.
They've already died. Like, who's coming to the party?
Yeah.
Who's coming? He was like, oh, well, I'm not paying $7 grand for a party. What's the matter with you?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who's coming. Rostagnac and 2 paid mourners. Oh, if y'all had read
Honestly.
the Père Goriot from
Honestly.
Honoré de Balzac,
no one.
1835, man, you would be dying with laughter.
No one's read
What?
that.
Touching
See.
your stomach.
What the question I have at the end of all this is, what is wrong with old people?
Well, they're
Well,
old.
They're
like-
thinking about what's next.
they're
Everybody's
thinking
always
about-
thinking about what's next. I'm thinking about how I'm going to spend my summer. You're thinking about what work is like tomorrow because you don't have Memorial Day because you're not as cool as America. And
No,
your
no, we
dad
don't.
is thinking about the next stage of his existence.
Thinking about getting burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
And
Yeah.
he's trying to alleviate the burden of you having to bury or deal with, unpleasantness, which is nice.
Do you know what the funny thing is, right? He said to when he had his
Well, I mean, this
heart
whole
attack,
thing's been funny. Just a laugh.
hilarious.
Of course, it's hilarious. Death is hilarious.
Death is funny though.
9/11?
There is something funny to it.
Right, when we went, when we said, when he had his heart attack, obviously, I think he thought he were going,
Yeah.
right? Because he was in a bad way. So we're in the hospital and he says to me,
So
just to let you know, lad, just to let you know, there's 20 grand in a safe in my bedroom.
yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Right. So I
And the
was like,
combination is 7.
no.
Wake up!
And he says, that's for me funeral. Right. And I'm
What?
thinking, at this point, I was
Fucking hell.
thinking, what sort of funeral are you having?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, that 20 grand is not going on your funeral.
No,
trust me.
500
I
quid.
want to be buried with the safe.
So I said, well, I'll need to know the combination. How the hell am I going to get in it? And he's like, oh, don't worry about that. It's not locked.
Yeah. Good.
Sweet.
Excellent.
You can go there now and get it
Just
right
like-
now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God. There's
Live
20
stream it.
grand
Go there now and
in an
live stream
open
it.
safe.
Yeah.
It's
Just take the
the
laptop with
bedroom.
you.
Holy dude. Honestly.
Well, it's probably not
old
open, but it's
people.
unlocked.
Old people.
He wouldn't keep the door open.
But there isn't 20 grand in it anymore. Because in addition to him telling me he was being burnt to death, right, or whatever, well, after he's dead, I guess.
Well, that's
Well,
not how
hopefully it wouldn't be burned.
that's
to
not how
death.
cremation works, Stu.
Is
They're
that-
not alive.
Oh, what a...
Get in
You're
there.
kidding me. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
It is in Monty Python.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet.
Look, we'll burn your mum, and if you feel it, we'll eat your mum, and if you're a little sick afterwards, we'll dig a grave. You can throw up into it.
But yeah, so anyway, he said, I've bought a boat.
Oh,
He's 83,
okay.
right?
that's
And I was like-
investment. That's an
I
investment.
was like, a boat? And he's like, yeah, I've got myself a river cruiser.
Yeah. Why not? Fuck it.
Oh, he's gonna be like our flag means death.
I was like, oh, all right, do you get out on it off? Nah, I've not
No.
been for about 6 months since I bought it, really.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
why? What is wrong with
I
you?
don't know. Just
It's a
thinking.
status symbol. He wants to be.
Just
I
when
don't
you,
know,
I suppose
man.
when you're old, Stu, like you can just do
Stood
whatever
at the-
you want.
Stood at the steering wheel with his little
That's
fucking
true.
white little hat on.
I
What's he supposed to
know,
do with his money?
But you know, he's not got his wife, your mum
He
anymore.
sorted out
and
his
he's just
funeral.
fucking doing
Buy a
whatever.
boat. I mean, yeah.
That's what
What's he
I'd
supposed to
do.
buy a bunch of video games, buy a VR headset,
Bunch of video games.
I'd
that's
buy a
what he
tank.
buy a
did.
TV for outside.
I'd buy a tank and put it on my drive. I just do
Sounds
whatever
like
I
the
want.
movie Tank.
A
You ever
tank.
see the
Yeah.
movie Tank?
No.
Tank.
Oh man, that's a classic.
Dude,
Dude
you-
drives his
I tell you
tank-
what,
dude drives his
as-
tank across the United
I'm
States.
sure he does. As much as Stu repeats himself, you refer to things that I have never fucking heard of or care about.
Oh
so
yeah,
often.
I've
That's
heard
my
of Tank
thing.
Girl. Is that the same thing?
No, it's just called Tank.
I tell you what, this
the whole thing's probably on
podcast
YouTube.
sounds like it's been run by fucking old people at the moment. It goes, I've heard of Tank Girl. What? Tank? I used to drive a tank. Look, this is how this show's going.
Two levers. Two levers.
Two
having on the
levers.
Steering wheel.
9/11.
The kids today won't know how to fucking drive a tank.
Tank.
Anyway, I've got a dead. I've got
anyway,
a funny dead
Have you got a
Ashes story.
Have you actually got a dead funny dead story?
No, my friend's mum died, which is
Oh
hilarious.
God, how is that funny?
That
Right,
is
no, this was
hilarious.
ages ago,
Oh.
so it's funny now.
God, it's so,
So-
funny.
His mum
Oh,
died.
you can rent the movie Tank, but it's like $5.
Brilliant, Duke's still on that. So he's my mate. My mate's mum died, and he said, you know, like he got her ashes, and her wish was to be sort of her ashes to spread on this cliff in Cornwall or something.
Nice,
Right.
like
Sorry.
it,
So
like
this
it.
this was her wish. This is what.
Is
she
this
wanted.
going to be a blowback story? I've heard
No,
about
no,
15 of these.
no. So anyway, right? He's like, okay, we'll do that. He's all sad and everything, and then he takes the ashes, which is in this like sealed container. He puts it in the bag, in his backpack, and then he goes to the cliff, and he opens the bag, and the container's been opened, and all the ashes are in his bag. Right.
That's all right, I don't know.
So and he's like, oh fuck, look, half my mum
It's
is
still out.
is in this bag, so he's trying to throw this bag, and you know, in the movies, it spreads, doesn't it? It spreads and it's beautiful.
Well, yeah.
Well, in the
Yeah.
movies, they don't use ashes; they use sort of like dust. But in real life, it just drops to the floor like
Yeah, it does.
cake, right? And he's like, oh well, and I think he said that he just sort of just kicked the rest off the right, and then he got back, and he says like, I was just scraping my dead mum's bits out of my bag, like I didn't know what to do.
Gross.
Wow.
You know,
it's like in the
you
movie
know.
Roadside Prophets, where he's got the dude in
Duke.
the little gas canister.
Oh
for the
my god,
motorcycle.
you've got to stop these references
Yeah,
to
stop
things
quoting
that
movies
no one's
one's
watched.
ever heard of.
Somebody out there probably has seen Roadside
Yeah,
Prophets, and if
but
not,
one
go see
person-
it. You'll
You know
thank
what?
me later.
Somebody out there has heard of something, that's right, but they're not on this fucking show, Duke.
Yeah, they're
okay.
fucking not.
Well, that's okay.
but
I'm not
we-
necessarily talking to you. I'm talking to them.
No, well, they're
Million
not. They
eyes.
can't respond to you. Fuck them.
You sure they can? They can send a speak pipe.
They never do. No one
Million-
does.
No one
Well,
does.
maybe today's the day.
Maybe today's the day. Millie and I went for a walk, and someone had put the rashes under some bench, right?
Oh, yeah.
Presumably where the
Okay.
dad used to sit, or mum, or
Pile
whatever.
of them.
Yeah.
And it was just a big pile. It
Oh
was
no,
just-
I was
And
joking.
Millie's like, "What's under that bench?" And I'm looking, and I'm like,
Ouch.
"Yeah, that's someone's body." And she's
Yeah.
like, "That is
Yikes.
creepy."
A cat will
It
probably
is
take a
creepy.
shit in that.
It was, it was just a big pile, though. You're right,
That's
Chinny.
fine.
They're not like.
It's just
Feathery.
like cake. It's just like
It's
plunk.
just like,
It's
it was
it's
just
horrible.
a big pile. It was just
Yeah.
like a big pile.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Anyway,
just so
I
we
think
know,
need to
just
move
so
on.
we know, right? Just in
Oh,
case
crap.
the responsibility of my dead body falls into your two hands,
That would be
right?
I ain't
hilarious.
doing nothing with it.
I don't give a fuck what you like.
Stuffed and displayed
you
is
could.
what
I
reckon.
want my ashes to be in a like a prank, like put me in like somebody's birthday cake and go, you just
Weekend
ate
at Bernie's,
Chinny,
baby.
you just ate him.
Weekend at Chinny's.
You know, do you know what I mean? Like that's
Do you
how
think
I
that
would
would be
want it
classed
to go.
as cannibal? You know, if you ate someone's ashes.
Sure.
Do you think it would work?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
want
think
it.
it's in the class as that?
Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
you know, Tupac's friends said that they smoked him because that was his final wish.
Sure.
That's funny.
Yeah. Do
Why
that.
not?
In a joint.
Why not? Smoke. Let's smoke Ginny.
Why not?
Yeah. Do
By
it.
the way, just for the record, the I looked up the movie Tank, which is
Oh
available
my
on YouTube. You can
god.
rent it.
Oh my god.
James
is he still on
Garner-
about-
James Garner stars in it, but here's he's completing his final stint of duty at a post in a small southern town after defending a prostitute,
Wow.
Jenny Lee
yeah.
Harrison. Just defending her. He finds himself doing battle with the town's maniacal sheriff, G.D. Spraden, when the sheriff jails Zach's son, Billy, on a phony drug charge. Phony is spelled wrong. The sergeant takes justice into his own hands with help from his personal World War II Sherman tank! Exclamation point. Now, how
What?
many movies have a spelled word wrong, defending a prostitute, and an exclamation point at the end of it? I mean, that's a quality film right there. That's in the Criterion.
That's a
Dude.
film nobody watches, Duke.
You've gotta stop.
I don't know. It's 256 thumbs up.
I feel like you've got a problem, and you
Yeah,
have to
dude.
just
Comments are turned
refer.
off.
I think you have to find obscure films just
I want
to
to make Diane
reference.
watch that movie. My brother and I were obsessed with it back in the day.
Jesus.
All right, are we done with story time?
He's like the Andy Kaufman of this show. He just does whatever he wants.
I've got a story.
Oh,
So
God.
yesterday, as you
It's
may
not
have...
about a tank, is it?
No, it's about my dead father. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
that's what
Alright.
we make for a fun story.
Pile of ashes.
Anyway, right. So yesterday, as you may have seen on the Twitter, I was selling books.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I offered to come, but I can only get there by tomorrow afternoon.
Buy my book.
Yeah.
Buy my book.
Now that's a joke, the whole buy my book thing. But the woman that was on the table next to me was not joking when she did that. Every person who walked past, she was giving them the hard sell.
Yes.
She would start, I could hear the Dale Carnegie course like going on in the background of her head. She was like, oh, whatever you're wearing. Oh, that shirt, Stuart, the shade of green is so interesting. It's
Oh,
just
thank
wonderful.
you. Oh, I'll buy
Yeah,
your
can
book.
I tell you-
There
It
go.
Can I
worked.
tell
It
you about
worked.
the
It
book?
worked.
Worked.
Can I tell you about the book real quick?
Can I have your book?
You know what though, Duke? That's what you need. You need
It
someone
is
like
what
that.
I need, I
You know.
guess.
Hey, I see that you've run out of handsome cream. Maybe you could buy this book.
I see that you've no toilet paper. Maybe you could buy my book.
Yeah.
So it was fun. It was a good day. It's weird. I'm used to being behind the table trying to get people to care about human rights in East Timor and stuff.
Yeah. Which no one cares about.
But
Yeah.
nobody cares about.
No.
And I take it like that. If you don't care about human rights, fuck you. You're a bad person. If
Correct.
you don't care about my stupid spaceship story, like whatever.
So you got to
I'm
flip
not
that,
taking it
right?
personally.
Human rights,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
business
right.
with that. But your book,
Gotta flip.
because that means money.
Money.
Yeah, exactly.
Money in my
So I mean,
pocket.
I recouped my expenses, which was nice. Yeah, and it was a good day. It was the second half of it was like nobody came through, so that was annoying. But I mean, whatever. It was a good day. So thanks to everybody who showed love.
Aw, everyone showed some love.
Well, where can they buy your book, Duke?
yeah, dude.
Well,
if you
it's on
wanted a copy.
just-text.org. And when the lady next to me saw it, she was like, "Wow, how'd you get that URL?" And first of all, a lot of URLs don't have punctuation in them, so it wasn't really that much of a steal. I think just-text.org would be a bigger deal if I had that. But anyway, you can go to just-text.org and find
I feel
all my
like-
books. Not
I feel
just
like
the
this
newest
woman would say that with any URLs. If you had like
probably.
just dot
Yeah.
flamingo text book watch
Dot
in
edu.
May user list .com
Right.
/xxxx. Wow.
And that's the thing is that like when she's complimenting everybody on their outfits, I'm like, wait
Don't
a
believe a
minute.
fucking
Everything
word
she
she
said to
says.
me is probably bull crap. 'cause
She's-
She's trying to get me to buy her stuff.
She's full of shit.
Yeah, she did.
All right, so that's my story time. Are we ready to start talking about video games?
Possibly.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
Apparently, Stranger Things is back. That sounds like Stranger Things.
What you been playing?
But we haven't watched it yet because we're finishing up Hello Ladies.
I'm
which
not
is a
allowed
very
to watch it
painful
until
show.
Millie's available.
Oh.
I know, which is annoying because I wanted to watch it this weekend, but I wasn't allowed.
Oh well.
Anyway.
That's what you get for having kids.
I know that's not video games though, is it? So, Duke, what have you been playing?
Yeah. Well, as you know, speaking of Twitter, I put up a poll.
Saw a pretty girl just the other day. She winked and she smiled, walked across my way. I couldn't figure out just what to say, so I twittered it. Twittered it.
And the question of the latest Duke poll, it's still live, by the way, but it's moot after today because, you know, it's about today. So the question is, hang on a second, let me find the actual wording. Here we go. What game should I play a little bit of for the first time before this evening's Veteran Gamers UK podcast? Note,
boy.
results of this poll are not legally or morally binding.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So
oh
the
boy.
options are Subnautica,
Wow.
Forza Horizon 4,
Aishka boy.
Into the Breach,
Damn.
and Hero of the Kingdom 2. There were 15 votes cast. There are still 18 hours left. You can still vote in the latest Duke poll if you want. The overwhelming winner was Subnautica. So what I have played for today's show
He's such a prick. He's such a prick.
nothing. I didn't play any of them.
You are such
I was
a
going
cop-out.
to, and then I took a nap instead.
You're
Yeah.
a cop out.
Naps
You're
are good.
absolute cop out.
Naps
Do you
are
know
good.
what? If you're gonna
Naps
do
are
a
good. I
fucking
woke up at
poll,
5 a.m. today.
At least stick to it.
What?
If you're gonna do a poll and ask a question, stick to it because you're not committed, man.
You're right, I'm not.
That annoys me.
Good. That's
Because
one of
it's
the reasons
like,
I did it.
"Oh, would you like me to do this? I'll give you a choice of things I'll do if you ask me to. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm not going to do any of them.
Well, maybe I
What's
was
the point
thinking to
of
myself.
people
Maybe I was
Taking
thinking
the
to
time
myself.
to respond for nothing.
Okay, first of all,
Just makes a
taking time.
mockery
How
of
long
your
does it take to
poll.
vote in a Twitter
Doesn't
poll?
matter. Doesn't matter.
Yes,
Makes
it
a
does.
mockery.
If
Makes
you're going to
absolute
talk about
mockery
taking their
of your
time,
poll.
we have to talk about how much time we're talking about here.
It's a mockery of your poll. That's what
It's
you
a
made
fraction of a
It's a
second
fraud.
to click a little thing.
Fraud. That's what it is.
Well, I'm very concerned with what you think about my Twitter poll, so you know, keep going.
Yeah, I'm not going to respond to any more because I know it's pointless.
Shambles. Oh, no.
Please do not
Pointless.
respond to my
Shambles.
poll.
Shambles.
Why did you think it was
Shambles.
pointful in the first place?
Well, because
Did you really think I was going to do what the poll said? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Anyway, can we
Come
move on? Because I'm
Really?
just
Troll.
falling
Yes,
into
you're
a
a
I
coma.
will
troll.
talk
dude.
about the game I
You're
have
an
played.
Internet.
Shoo, shut
troll.
up.
He is,
And
though.
in fact, it's a game that I have finished since last week. Patrick's ParaBox!
Thank
I
God.
told you last week I was
Yeah,
getting to
thank
the
God.
end. Yeah. I'm sorry, am I annoying you? Should I leave?
No, it's fine.
Okay, you just
Whatever.
celebrating the
It
fact
just
that
feels
I'm not
like you've
gonna
been
talk
playing
about
this game longer than the show has
Yes,
existed.
Longer than Mass
I
Effect.
have been playing it for many weeks. That's no joke. But I'm done with all the levels.
Finished
I
it all.
finally finished it.
How many was there again?
350.
It's too many.
Yeah, it's too many
But
levels on them.
but that was before I found the appendix.
Jeez.
Oh God Almighty!
That's what I said when I got to the appendix. I was like, "Oh God, no! I thought I was done." And there's like 10.
Do you think the
extra levels.
developer was like, "Hey, Fred, you got them shit levels we didn't bother putting in main game"?
No, they're actually
yeah,
they're
I've
not
got
shit
those.
levels.
I'll stick
That's
them in.
the thing.
Yeah, let's stick them in at end.
They're kind of cool levels. There's a new mechanic in the appendix, and I'm like, wow, why are these like bonus level? Why aren't these in the game? They're pretty decent levels. So anyway, I finished it. I'm doing the final levels in the appendix, and that's the end of that.
So you haven't finished it.
I've sort of. I saw
No.
the end credits.
No, well,
Isn't the game done when you see the end credits?
Yeah,
Isn't
we'll
that what
class
we
that as
established?
finished. It's
Isn't
finished,
that
it's
when the
finished.
overseas
Chitty,
connection
just let him
does
say
the
it's finished.
thing accomplished?
Hell's teeth.
Anyway, No Man's Sky has a new expedition launched, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
Apparently, it's like, it's roguelike. Like, it's this time loop thing, and every time you die, you start at the beginning of the time loop. Which I'm like, okay, I don't really die much in that game, but I kind of don't want to play it because I'm like, I don't like the idea of this time loop roguelike thing. Just give me No Man's Sky.
What's it called?
And starting all over is just like, ugh.
What's it called, dude?
Expedition 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just looking for it on the.
And then there's Rocket League, which I've been playing. That's awesome.
Can I just ask a question, dude?
Go ahead, shoot. Let me hear you. Shoot.
You know, in the show notes it says mystery game. Is that the trolling game? Like you didn't really play a mystery game?
Yeah.
So you even took the time to put that in there as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took again a lot of time. It was like 6 hours for me to write.
Yeah.
Mystery
No,
game.
but the fact you've done it at all.
Stu,
Yeah, I was trolling you.
Stu, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
I'm gonna let it go.
You mad, bro?
It's fine.
You mad?
Let's let it go.
That's the
You
troll
gotta,
face.
you gotta let it go.
I'm letting it go.
You mad, bro?
I'm letting it go. Chinny, anyway, what have you played that's useful?
I've played a game called Generation Zero.
Oh, okay.
Generation Zero.
Okay.
Have you?
Oh wait, is this the one where you're shooting robots?
I was going to say, have you heard of it? But Duke clearly has.
I've played it.
You played it. What did you think of it?
Yeah. It was very, very hard.
Was it?
And not very satisfying.
Well,
not much ammo.
You must be shit. But so.
So less.
So this is like 2 years ago that I played it, so it was probably in an early access.
This game was made by the people. Look, it was a side project for the Avalanche crew. So Avalanche Studios did Stu.
They did the thingy one. I don't know, the one on the island. I can't remember what it's called now. It's Just Cause.
Just Cause.
Just Cause.
They
I
also
think, man,
did Duke.
I'm old now. I have to really think about shit.
Based on a movie franchise, but were not based on a movie. Duke.
Oh, well,
Open world underrated game.
Uncharted?
No, based around cars.
Avalanche
and
don't make
mostly
Uncharted.
filmed in Australia. Starring a very
I have no
racist
idea.
Jewish, anti-Jew, anti-Semite person.
Yeah, I think that I haven't a clue what the hell this is.
I'll be right back. The Duchess needs me.
Okay, right. Anyway,
What-
Chinny, put us
what-
out of a misery.
What movie stars an anti-Semite
I
in
can't
Aus-
believe
in
Duke
Aus-
doesn't know this.
in
Is it not- is it
Australia?
not obscure.
in Australia with cars and lack of fuel?
What?
Jesus Christ.
I have not a clue.
Stars Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Mad Max, you see.
Mad Max, of course. Did they make that? I didn't realise that.
More recent one was the Tom Hardy one, but it's not based on a movie. It's just
Mad
based.
Max.
Paul Baggins got it in the chat. Thank you very
Well,
much.
I got
Paul.
it just before he put it in. to
No,
be
but
fair.
but there's a delay on the stream, so he got it before you. Shut up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
the
know.
people at Avalanche Studios said we need to do a side project, so they did Generation Zero.
Oh, okay.
What is Generation Zero? I'll tell you. So
What is it? What is Generation Zero?
it's something. It's all based in Sweden, right? And
Sweden.
it's as if Sweden didn't get involved in the war or World War or got involved with the World War, and then they invested loads of money in like arming all the citizens and all this sort of stuff. So Sweden's like just fucked up on guns, and they've
I
got
can
all
see
these
there's
like
lots of Volvos. Lots of Volvos.
yeah. You can't move for Volvos in Sweden.
Fucking Volvos. Everywhere. Even the
And
police cars are Volvos.
They made all these robots, and then these robots went ape shit. Right, that's the plot of the game. The game is a post-apocalyptic.
Has this only just come out?
No,
Oh.
it's a post-apocalyptic sort of robot. Replace zombies with robots, right? That's basically what you got. But the robots look like dogs, or like that big mech thing in Aliens. You know that big mech thing in Aliens?
Yeah.
So there's a couple of those. They're bigger, but they're pretty easy to kill. They're more scary when you first approach them. So there's a little bit. I wanted to say this while Duke was in the thing. But
I
anyway,
don't think Duke's played this at all. I can't
I think he
imagine
has,
him
I think he
playing this. Do you
So
think so?
so it's co-op as well. So I've been playing this co-op with Marsh. We played it for about 3 hours. And
It's quite a long time.
very big island that you're on. Huge island. There's missions, there's the side missions, there's the guns, there's the you know, the exploring and the shoots and the shooting and the looting and all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna throw some games at you, and this is if you put all these games like in a mixing bowl, this is what you get. You ready, Stu?
Yeah, mix them all together.
Okay, mix them all together.
Okay.
So, Stu, can you grab me a little bit of Fallout 3 off the shelf there, please?
Yep. Got you some of that.
Okay, lovely. And then I need a sprinkle of Daisy. Thank you.
Yeah. Stick that in there.
Can I give 200 grams of Dying Light on me?
Dying Light too.
Yeah, a bit of Dying Light.
Is it parkour?
No, there's no parkour, but there's just like it just sort of feels Dying Light-ish. And I don't know what else it would compare to. I don't know. It's the mix of all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
but the gun handling isn't. How do you say? It isn't like super slick. It feels like, you know, a Fallout 4's guns are a bit shit, but they're okay. But they're good enough.
Yeah, but it'll be VATS. That sort of helps.
Yeah, but you don't have VATS in this. But that's how the guns feel in this Generation Zero. You know, there's everything's in Swedish as well, so there's no English in the game. They're all talking Swedish.
Cool. Like that, the subtitles. Then,
so basically, the whole game is just going hurdy-gurdy-gurdy. That's it, constantly, right? Because that's how the Swedes talk, and it's pretty good. I think the reason why I think it's pretty good is because I didn't have any expectation. In fact, I had very low expectations going into this game. I thought it was going to be.
So is this on Game Pass then?
This is on Game Pass. Yeah, it actually came out 18th of October 2018. So it's
really?
But
I have never heard of this game.
They've been updating it. So
it doesn't look bad. I must admit, I'm watching this gameplay and I'm thinking, I might quite like it. Is there a story?
There's a bit of a story, like go there, do this, shoot that, kill that. Turn on generate. You got to turn. There's a lot of places where you've got to turn on power for this, turn on power for that. But I was saying, Duke, now that you're back, like, you know, it's a bit of a Fallout sort of mix of Fallout, a bit of Dying Light, a little bit of what else did I say?
Fallout 4.
Fallout. I said that one. Fallout 4,
Dying
Dying Light.
When I played it, it didn't have anything to do with Fallout 4, except it was a first-person game with robots attacking.
Just like the gun handling feels like a bit shitty, like Fallout 4. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how it feels. But it's all right. My expectations.
I remember spending 20 minutes taking down a big mech with a pistol.
Yeah. Well, they don't take that long to take down in this. Maybe they've made it easier because I know they've updated quite a lot. I know they've tweaked it, Duke. So maybe, but my expectations were really low. I thought this was going to be a janky mess, and actually, I thought it was fun. The only thing about it really is that it's a little bit boring. But because I was playing it co-op, that made it fine. Do you know what I mean? Like if I was on my own playing this game, I would be bored very, very quickly. But because I was playing it co-op, and I think you can play 4-player co-op. It made it good. I was like, oh, I would play this again. I would jump in with this, with Marsh, play this again. Generation Zero, available on Game Pass. Never heard of it, never played it before, and it was all right. Marshy recommended it. He saw it and says, I want to play this. So we gave it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah. It was released on the consoles 2019. It came out on the PC 2018. So there you go.
There you go.
That was Generation Zero. That's
it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to talk about a game called Mass Effect 3, and I know we've been playing this for a long...
for Patrick's ParaBox.
Well, I'm still trying to get through this, but right.
Well, I was trying to get through Patrick's ParaBox. I don't know.
I have
just
got
teasing.
I've got a lot to say about this.
Okay.
Oh.
I forgot to mention this awesome gift I got from a student. I'll tell you about it later. Go ahead.
Go.
Because I've been playing this game now for how long? It's a long time, isn't it?
73 years.
73 years, right? And every time I try and get it finished, Chinny goes, "Oh, you got to make sure you do this side mission, and you got to do this side mission, and you got to do this DLC."
Yeah, I don't think I've told you to do anything this week though.
You did. You told me I had to do the detective DLC.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
by the way, you've been playing this since the 21st of.
How the hell do you know when I've been playing it since?
Yeah. Well.
Keeps notes.
What?
Pays attention.
21st of March. 21st of March. You've been playing this still.
3 or the first one?
3.
Wow, that is a long time.
21st of March.
Go on, Stu.
So anyway, I've been playing it for a long time, right? And I'm getting through there, right? I've done the Prothean mission, you know, where you sort of get the Promethean person
which is good.
Yeah, it was all right. It was short though. It's not very long.
Yeah, but it's
not
good
very
because he's an
long.
interesting guy. He's like, why the fuck did you wake me up? Like, he's a cool character.
It's a cool character,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
I've done that. So that's out of the way. I've
Yeah.
finished the Ari. Is it Aria, the woman?
Sure.
Yeah, the one where you have to take back.
Yeah, with the Omega
station.
one, the Omega
Omega
one.
station.
Yeah.
Gotta say, as a mission, I really enjoyed that because that really lets you do the renegade thing to the max.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Like even at the end of it, they get all these cool renegade options to like pulling the trigger, and she does some really crazy shit at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I loved it. So I really, so that's good recommendation, that Chinny. I absolutely love that.
There you go.
But what I'm going to talk about this week, right, is romance.
Romance.
Romance. Because up until like the third game, I haven't romanced anybody.
You haven't sexed anyone up.
I haven't sexed anybody up.
I want to sex you up.
But this game is
Thirsty?
terrible.
Yeah.
Right? Right, we're on the third iteration of this game. You'd have thought by now they'd have figured this shit out to make it believable.
Yes.
But I've got off with Samantha Trainer, the woman who goes, there's a new message at your personal.
Oh, the woman next to the galaxy map.
Yeah, next to the galaxy map,
You
right?
dirty man.
So I've been chatting to her. I've been
explore your
flirting.
galaxy.
I've been flirting a bit, going, I'd like to
Check your
uh,
inbox.
check your
Probe
inbox,"
away.
and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, she was sort of flirting a bit, and then she went dead serious and went, I think there's a message on your personal console in your quarters, Captain.
I bet there is, you dirty fox.
So I was like, oh, okay then. So I went up to the quarters and I clicked on and it was from her.
Yeah.
And it was invite her up to play a game of chess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Right,
Game
'cause-
of chess.
Yeah.
So she comes up, right? It's just so terrible.
Your pawn goes
Whoever
all the way
designed-
and becomes the queen.
Whoever designed this, right, needs shooting.
Up the arse.
It was god awful, right?
I played chess with her as well, but I didn't
I
boing
didn't
her.
bother playing chess, right? Because then she goes.
I actually played chess with her.
Oh, I didn't. She comes up and she goes, do you want to play chess? And one of the options is, or would you like to take a shower? Right.
No.
What a weird
Oh,
request.
yeah.
Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
So I'm just like, okay then. So I
You
said
don't have a
to
chess
her,
set up here. I do
said-
have a chess set, but
So I said to her, would you like to take a shower? And she went, I didn't think that was an option. So I said, well, it is if you want
Well,
it to be. This is
I
a
think
conversation.
I think
always
I
an
know.
option to take
Dude,
a shower.
Stu, I think I know the rules of chess, and showers aren't
Yeah.
involved.
Showers.
Well, then you're playing it wrong, Chinny.
Right.
So right. So she
If
gets
you
in the
castle
shower.
your rook, then it's like
Now-
shower.
To be fair, she did disrobe slightly. She had a bra and knickers on, which is a weird thing to wear in a shower. But
Well,
hey-o.
you know,
You know.
space, isn't it? Space.
So she's in the shower, right? And she's going, "Oh, this is so nice. I haven't had a shower in so long." And I'm like, "Isn't no showers in the
No.
like the crew
No,
quarters?
no, they're all using wet wipes.
You just no showers anywhere else on
Yeah.
this massive state-of-the-art spaceship.
No,
What the
only
hell's going on?
only Shepard has a shower.
Only Shepard has a
Everyone else
shower.
smells terrible.
She doesn't
everyone
let
else
anybody
smells
use
well
it.
down
She's
your
like,
legs.
"Fuck off! No,
Right,
no one
so-
use it."
So she's doing all that, going, and then she goes, "Would you like to come and join me in the shower?" So I was just like, "Okay then." So-
Okay.
That's the least
Okay, you
sexist
are.
way to say. All right then.
Okay then. So I
There's-
clicked on yes. Now what? Right. Okay, I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you. What do you think happened next?
Boinging.
Yeah,
no,
we
no.
got,
So
Beast with
just
two
talk
backs.
me through what you think happened next. So
You
she
dropped the
invites me
soap.
to
She
shower.
started licking
I
on your
said,
butt.
yes, I'll join you in the shower. Right. What would you? All right, I'll put it another way. What would you?
We've given you all the
expect to
answers we're going to
happen?
give you. You
What
might
do
as well just
expect?
tell the story.
So they go in and then
Yeah,
like they
yeah,
start like rubbing each other. Do you want me to tell you how the birds and the bees work, Stu? Like they
No,
If
fuck.
a man and
no.
a woman love each other
Yeah,
very much, they lie
right,
down
what
in the
you-
back of a spaceship.
What you just said in this scenario could never happen.
Why not?
And the reason it could never happen is because Shepard gets in the shower in her full dress uniform with her.
Yeah.
You should have
Right.
disrobed first, you numpty.
I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's
right?
hot though, man. Getting in the shower with all
No,
your
she's
clothes.
in the
it's all
shower.
soapy.
doing this worst snogging animation you've ever seen in your life, rubbing a leg up and down.
I don't know. I played Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Fully clothed.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like,
Yeah, man.
and then he just does this soft focus zoom out, and I'm like, that is the worst depiction of a romance in a video game.
What would you do, Stu?
Stu, how do you take a
What would you-
shower?
no, no,
With
how-
your
how would you do it?
clothes
Go ahead.
off.
Yeah, I get undressed, Dude.
Oh.
I think if
Okay.
you're gonna do
So the
anything,
big complaint
what
is
you
that
just
he's
described,
not
you need your
undressed.
clothes off.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
saying.
I mean, part of them.
Listen.
There were none of them off. She was fully dressed in a dress
No, I
uniform.
know.
It
I'm
weren't
saying you
even
don't
like,
necessarily need all of your
casual
clothes
clothing.
off.
It was
Right.
honestly, it was ridiculous.
Listen, shoot. Like, shoot. Like,
Oh.
they were in a rush making the game. They couldn't take their clothes off. You know what I mean?
They had to deal with the ending. They were
Yeah.
setting up this amazing ending. They could be like,
I love the fact that
sex.
they fixed the ending with an
clothes
update,
on.
but they never fixed
Yeah.
it. They're just
never
like, nah,
fixed
whatever.
the shower
It's just,
snog.
it's just so ridiculous. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you supposed to even take that remotely seriously?
It's great. I love it.
I'm just like,
I love it.
What is happening? This isn't even a glitch.
No, man. That maybe, but yeah,
This-
but maybe that's just how Shepard does it.
That's sexy, and I know it. Rolls into the shower, fully clothed.
Well, it may be the scene that you didn't see after the camera pans up
Oh my
is
God.
that the
Oh
the
my
the
God.
Rainer woman goes, "Don't you shower with your clothes off?" And then Shepard goes, "Don't you shower with your don't shower with your clothes
How
on."
dare you make such an accusation?
Like, if you shower with your clothes on, you wash you and the clothes at the same time. Do you see a washing machine around here? I don't think so. So that's
Yeah, well, actually, Shepard is the only one who has a washing machine. No one else can
no,
wash the
fuck
clothes.
everybody else. We would just want to wash our clothes. Fuck
And
off.
have a shower.
Go away. Why did you build no showers? That's dead.
Honestly. But that
I
being
think
said,
there
the
is,
game's
no, but I
still-
think there is showers in the toilets because there's toilets.
Well,
and-
apparently they're not allowed to use them because
don't?
that was a first shower. Maybe she just doesn't have showers generally.
maybe she just doesn't have showers. Maybe she doesn't even go to the toilet. Maybe she just pisses her pants by the fucking galaxy
But-
map.
But right, this
Shits
is
herself.
the best bit, right?
Shepard,
So-
you've got a message in your inbox, and I've just shat myself. So be careful.
So then, right, then she gives me the cold shoulder because she goes. Obviously, the
Well, yeah,
scene
she's
ends.
just got out of the shower. It's all. She had
Scene
dry
ends.
off
Because you
it.
just dry humped her in the fucking shower.
Without taking your clothes off. What do you think?
I
she's
go
gonna
back
do?
to the galaxy map. Obviously, she stood next to it again, fully clothed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go, and he says, "Talk to her." So I'm expecting some after scene.
Stu, if
Right.
I was in a shower and I was gonna get it on right, and then she walked in with all her clothes on, I would blank her as well afterwards.
So
Do you
then,
know what I
right,
mean?
so
I
goes
think
up
I'd
to
speak to her
and
again.
I talk to her. She goes, "Commander."
Yeah, yeah,
That was it, right? And I'm
yeah.
like,
That's
okay.
what I would do.
And then,
Yeah,
but this is
exactly.
the
What do you
best
want her
bit.
to do? Hey, I love the
This
way
is
we
where-
got dirty earlier.
This is where it goes from ridiculous to even more ridiculous, right? Then she
Oh,
says,
wait, people, just strap in.
Oh, he's crashed.
Oh, Jesus.
He's crashed. Stu's
I
crashed.
was like, "Oh,
Please
okay, I'll
move
go
to
and
a
check."
city, Stuart.
Stu, you crashed. You go back a couple of sentences. You froze up.
Sorry, she said. So she says, right, Commander, there's another. I'll come back at a different point, and she says, Commander, there's
Did you
another
have pants
message."
on the next time you came back?
Yeah, I was fully clothed
Okay.
still.
Yeah.
Probably a bit drippy wet, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
But she says there's another message at your private terminal, Captain, Commander, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll go and check. Maybe it's something important. So I check it, and guess what it is?
A
It's
video.
from-
A video how to take your clothes off.
No, it's from her.
Yeah.
Right, who's just told me I've got a message asking me to meet her for lunch on the
Right.
Citadel.
Yeah, she's being
I'm like-
romantic. She's being like,
Yeah,
oh.
but she could have just told me that I was talking to her.
Maybe
Like,
it's a
she's next to
it's a
me.
secret little sexy
Oh
thing.
my
that they've
god, it's the
got-
most ridiculous, stupid thing ever.
You're
Oh, you've got a
you
message.
just
Oh, I have
ro-
got a message. It's from you.
Romance is just dead with you.
You're
Stu.
just an idiot.
Well, what do you
I'm
want her to
talking
do?
to
Like
you.
come
Just
out and
ask-
say it?
Well, she could just say, "Yeah, do you want to go for lunch?"
Hey, let's go sex.
Holy crap! No, it's for lunch. This is lunch, but maybe
Let's
lunch
go
means
lunch
sex.
sex.
That's what Duke's saying. Maybe
Because chess meant sex, didn't he? So maybe
Right,
lunch means
chest sex. I got stabbed in the leg sex. Everything is sex.
Oh my god!
you'd be on edge with
Somebody
it,
just
wouldn't you?
beat
You'd
me
be
over the
like,
head and took my
Shepard,
wallet?
I need to
So-
talk to you about this report. It's urgent. I know what you're saying. Right, let me just get my clothes on and I'll go in the shower. One
As I
second.
reach in the shower.
You
with
really
our
wanted to
clothes
give me
on.
lemonade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna.
You want her to
I'm
piss
just
on you?
gonna- I'm
Ew.
just gonna kick this into touch right now because I cannot go through any more of this ridiculousness.
No.
I'm kicking it into touch.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I romanced Jack the first time round, and we just got it on in the engine room, man, and it were done.
Yeah.
And then she
Well,
didn't-
Jack never has clothes on.
I
so
didn't
you're good on
expect her
that.
to talk to me afterwards because that's Jack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you can't boink Jack if you're
Femme sham.
if you're a lady.
No, it's weird, isn't it? Who knew?
So
Anyway,
anyway,
I'm done with romance in this game because it's terrible.
it's always terrible.
Okay.
It's like banging in video games is always
No, do you
terrible.
know,
Apart
I'll
from
be
Left 4 Dead
honest.
2. Left 4 Dead 2, they did it pretty well. But like most,
Left 4 Dead 2?
not Left 4 Dead 2. The Last of Us 2.
What's going on in Left 4 Dead 2?
The
man?
Last
Them
of Us
zombies?
2. The
Bit of
Last of
necrophilia?
Us.
Ah.
I said a thing wrong. Let's all laugh. Hey, me and Marsh played that co-op and we got into some tight scrapes.
Yeah, we did. It
No,
was
no.
that
In
sort
The
of
Last of Us
stuff.
2, they did it pretty well. But every other video game, it just looks like they're suffocating each other. It's awful. It's just awful.
Well, that's not strictly true, Chinny. It's not.
Go on.
Because
What you got?
I played Life is Strange True Colors recently,
Right,
as
and
you know.
stop talking.
And that has the best depiction of a snog in a video game I've ever seen. Honestly, if you can try and find it.
No, I don't want to find it. That's
It
like
looks
saying
perfect.
that is the best
But Chinny,
depiction.
sex in a video game.
The
man.
best
No, it's perfectly
depiction
natural,
of
looks
somebody
good.
sitting on a chair ever. I'm like, I literally don't care.
Even,
It's just some
even the
stupid thing.
build up to it was really well done.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's one of the best
I'm not going to find it.
romances
I'm never
in
going
a
to find
video
it.
game. Period.
So, what did you think of the Mass Effect
Someone
detective
had their period.
thing?
I'm not through it all yet, actually.
He was busy
Wow.
having sex in the
I
shower.
was
He
too
didn't
busy
have time to
having
solve
sex,
mysteries.
man. It's a bit of busy work, is the only
It's a
thing I
lot of
would
busy.
say.
It's a bit of a change of pace, though.
It's not so much the length; it's the having to go from one part of the galaxy to another.
Yeah,
you know,
there's a lot
following
of
up.
like he could be anywhere. Then you've got to narrow it down and go. I think
know, and
he's
you've got to go to
there.
about 5 different places.
Yeah.
And then the bloody Reapers are coming after you every time you scan to see if you're in the right place.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm on the last bit of it. I've just like caught up with his daughter, so I'm about to go
Right.
back to the lab after getting. his
Yeah, and I
daughter.
think you do one more little excursion. I think then you go underwater and it's all
Yeah.
good. So yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. It's quite interesting. And then when I've done that, I'm literally doing the. I have done a bit of the end of the game. I went to get the whatever it's called. Oh my god, what's it called? And you that Kai, whatever his name is, you know, the samurai dude turns up.
The Crucible thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the Crucible. So I've
Yeah.
done that little bit of the end game stuff, and now I know where the elusive man is. So I'm headed there next.
Yeah, that's the last bit.
Yeah.
That's the last
So I am just waiting.
Right on the end. Right
Yeah, so
on
I'm
the tip.
gonna finish the detective, and I think I've done all the DLC. Then I think I've
Yes, you have. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't kept.
I
bugging me
know,
to do
but
it.
isn't don't you think the DLC is some of the best parts of the game?
I have really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the party thing, the shore leave thing. I thought was really well done, like a movie.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the Aria thing. That was really good fun.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because you can't beat a bit of shooting shit and being a badass.
No, no.
Well, yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
in the Discord, I have put now that Stu and I are done with Mass Effect because I thought you'd be finished by now, but you know you're
No,
shit.
yeah. Nearly, I am very close.
What should we play together next?
Elden Ring is what
and
I'm going to go to
And I
next.
put
so...
nothing is a valid answer if anybody wants it. But so far, there might be a bit more because I only messaged them 9:05, so 5 minutes into the show. Dying Light 2, somebody said. Dying Light 2. And the next suggestion is never going to happen. Sorry to Linux
Wow,
2.
what is it?
Final Fantasy Origins Stranger to Paradise.
What the hell even is
A, don't know what it is. B, don't want to know what it is. C, Final
Who
Fantasy
suggested that, dare I even ask?
Linux 2.
No, not playing that shit.
No, no.
We don't play no fucking.
I don't know what it is.
Final Fancy cack.
Yeah.
But Elden Ring I've got, so I'm gonna play that, and it's on my Steam.
It's on your
Chinny,
Steam?
so it's something you could also play.
Yeah, I don't
for
like
free.
playing on the PC. It's shit.
Oh, for God's sake.
I hate playing on the PC.
You can just use
He's
it playing on a
frozen.
console.
Oh, no, you go. No, I don't like it. No.
Anyway, I'm gonna do that next. I've played
I'd
5
rather
hours.
buy
and now
Elden
I've
Ring on the Xbox and play it on there than play it on
I'll
the
do that.
shitty
Do that if
PC.
you really don't want to pay.
But then
for
I'd rather not play it at all.
Exactly, exactly.
I might play it. I don't know. I'm scared.
So that's what I'm going for next. Anyway.
Cool.
Anyway,
All right.
Duke, have you got anything else for us tonight?
Well, there's this game called Rocket League They
Oh,
released
yeah.
the information about what we're gonna get at the end of the season, and
Yeah,
you'll never
yeah.
guess. It's animated car decals.
Fucking hell. I wonder if
Yeah.
I
they've
bet you
run
can't
out of
wait.
ideas.
Do you know what? I really doubt they give a shit anymore. It's
No.
just like, oh, just give them that.
What should we do for our
also
next
haven't-
like
Oh, yeah, that'd be fine.
antenna thing? I don't know. Just put a swastika on it. Like, does
Just
anybody
stick it-
care?
It'll be
They haven't given us
fine.
new antennas in a long time. But I also been playing some Rust PvE. I found a server that's very good, and I got a good gun, and I'm going around shooting zombies in that. So that's fun. That's been it. It's been a crazy end of the year. This week was the end of the year, and then Saturday I was gonna play some games, and I was like, oh wait, I gotta go sit behind a table all day
Dude,
and sell books.
I played Rocket League this week.
Yeah, hey, how about that? How was it fun?
Well, first of all, because I haven't played Rocket League for many.
Been a minute.
It's
yeah.
probably years. It's probably been years
Yeah,
since I
yeah.
played.
It literally is years.
Yeah,
I think.
so that's the way we do. And I was for people that don't know that when Rocket League came out in 2015, I was obsessed with it. It came on the PlayStation first.
Yes.
I was jealous because I didn't have a PlayStation. I was begging them to come out, and then it came on Steam. I couldn't stop playing it. Downloaded it at work, playing it at work all the time. Loved it. Right. So today in 2022, I don't really care about it, but it is still good. But it's only really
Yeah.
good, I think, with friends. But when I started it up, the Xbox didn't even recognize that I'd played it before. It just went, "Here's the tutorial, motherfucker," and I was like,
Well,
"Right,
yeah.
okay." I was like, and the whole tutorial's changed, and it's all like, cool now. And then I played it and I won. So it wasn't like the skill's still there, Tuke. Still got it.
Yes, I'm glad to hear it. Well, what rank are you though? That's the question.
Fuck no, it's like I have no idea. Like, because you got to play 10 or something, haven't you, to do it?
Right.
So I only
Yes.
played one game, and I feel like if I was to jump on with yourself or Antonio or other people that like I got on with, then I'd play it more. But I really don't care about it playing on my own. But it's still Rocket League. We don't need to talk about more Rocket League. It's done.
Yeah.
Cool. Go on then, Duke. What else have you got?
No, that's it. That's all.
That's
I've been
it.
playing.
That's all Duke's got.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got another game.
Okay.
Go
What have you
ahead.
got? What have you got?
I got a
What
game
have you got?
called Pac-Man Museum Plus.
This is
Okay.
the freebie on Games with Gold, isn't it? At the moment, I think.
This is on Game Pass.
Oh, is it? There's something on Games with Gold. Oh, it's Space Invaders, isn't it? That's free at the moment.
This is on Game Pass. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is first, and I'll tell you what I think of it. So Pac-Man Museum is a collection of all your Pac-Man games in one place. So you kind of have this hub area where you walk around as Pac-Man, and he's like picking little arcade. All the Pac-Man games are on little arcades. Yeah, it's all cute.
Mhm.
And then you've got your standard Pac-Man. You've got your Pac-Man 2, which no one cared about. What's that? Do you have Miss Pac-Man? No. Do you have the shitty other Pac-Man games that no one's ever heard of? Bingo. Yes, you do. Do you have the 2D platformer
Yeah.
Pac-Man that no one's ever heard of? That it looks like he's demented because Pac-Man in cowboy boots is weird to look at. Fucking weird. Yes, they do have that game. Do they have
they
the
do.
Pac-Man game where you roll around as a big ball and all the ghosts look sexually confused? Yes, they do. They have
Cool.
that one. No one knows what it is. Then they have other fucking Pac-Man games which are just jacked up on speed and crack. But they have some of the best Pac-Man games, which is Pac-Man Championship Edition. Have you ever played Pac-Man Championship Edition?
Yes. I
So-
have.
Pac-Man Championship Edition is basically Pac-Man format, but with a bit of Geometry Wars
It's
in it.
super neon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Geometry Wars meets Pac-Man. It's very, very good. Very, 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 very good. But they've got like other ones like Roll and fucking Rock and Roll and Pac-Man Land and Pac-Land, and there's one where it's like a 2D platformer. There's one
I
where
can't believe there was so many Pac-Man
there's a
games,
Pac-Man
quite
game where
honestly.
like you are swinging off the fucking roof or something, and there's a witch as a bad woman. She's the bad woman, like, and you've
Okay.
got like a little Pac family, like little Pac kids and a Pac wife,
Oh my goodness.
and like they're like dead inside because you never at home, and the kids hate you, and all this sort of stuff. And there's like in the arcade, you've got like a jukebox where you can play. This is true. You can play the Pac-Man theme, but you can also play gameplay from the original Pac-Man game, which is fucking awful to listen to, by the way. And
Oh,
then you've got like little machines where you can collect collectibles and put them in your thing, and you can rearrange the
Yes.
space, the hub world, like a kind of Animal Crossing style thing.
Okay.
This is shit.
What, all of it?
So Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man, right,
Yeah.
is a bit shit, right? So like,
Well,
when
it
came
were
out,
fun for 10 minutes when you were
like,
7.
I mean, it's
used
it's
to
fun
love
for
Miss
like
Pac-Man.
3 minutes. You play Pac-Man now, you're like, that was fun for 3 minutes. In 1983 or whenever it came out, like people like their dicks exploded when they played it. It was like unbelievable.
Well, do you know what I think made Pac-Man so cool is a lot of the Pac-Man consoles were the tabletop type, so you could put
Yeah.
your drink on it and play Pac-Man
Yeah.
at the same time.
That's right. Yeah, but I think like when you had fuck all back then, like in terms of video games to compare it to, it's like wow, it's amazing. And I suppose it's one of the first sort of like coin-op games where like you've got a point and there's a bit of strategy involved and all the ghosts did something different and that's kind of cool. But it's fucking Pac-Man. Who gives a shit? These days, Pac-Man is whack and it's Whack-Man, right? But the
Whack-Man.
I see what you did there.
Pac-Man Championship Edition, which is on the screen
Good, it
now,
works.
is brilliant. I would play Pac-Man Champion Edition any day. It's great. I love it. But the rest of it is crap. And if I was just reviewing Pac-Man Championship Edition, I would say it's brilliant. I would give it like 4 out of 5 stars. There's maybe 5 out of 5. It's flawless. The game's flawless. It's perfect, right?
It is a good iteration.
But the collection is fucking awful. There is no point to it. Who is this for?
This is the only reason to buy this game.
No,
is it
no,
the
there's
Championship
no reason
Edition?
to buy it because who is
No,
this
no,
for?
the Championship Edition
No,
free. It's free, isn't it?
because if you like Championship Edition, just buy that fucking thing.
Yeah, but if that's not on Game Pass, you can get it just by getting this
I
game
guess so, but
for
like
free.
But like, just don't waste your time with the rest of this shit.
That's what I mean. Just play that one game.
One of the newest Pac-Man games is Pac-Man Battle Royale. Yes, there is a Pac-Man Battle Royale.
Well, of course there is. Everything had a Battle Royale, didn't it, for a certain amount of
It's
time.
not very good. There's other Pac-Man games where it's kind of like pushing people off the edge and stuff.
What were you saying about Rocket League developers running out of ideas?
Yeah, I mean, they basically Pac-Man is this thing where like it was a hit in the early 80s, and then they're just like, we have no idea what to do with this stupid yellow ball. None.
Sounds a bit like Sonic.
Yeah. So they made a film with him, and that was very, very successful.
Well,
But
that's about the only thing, isn't
that's
it?
the only
though?
thing. That's the only thing good in the Sonic world. But anyway, Pac-Man Museum is dog shit. Pac-Man Championship Edition is brilliant. Don't bother. The whole collection is garbage, apart from that one game. And Pac-Man is weird, and I don't like him when he wears boots. Pac-Man.
The character of Pac-Man's always been very strange.
Very strange.
I'm like, ugh. I like Miss Pac-Man. That was a fun game back in the day.
But that's not on it.
It's 3D. I know. I'm just saying, like, that's the only Pac-Man game I ever really got into.
Yep. Oh, that's the one that everybody
There was
likes.
the Pac-Man Junior, which had the pinball game in it. That was interesting.
That's not on it.
But it wasn't fun.
No, Pac-Man's not fun. But games aren't fun. They're awful. So yeah. So don't bother with it.
Yeah, why do you bother
Okay,
playing
I
video
won't.
games?
I've
It's terrible.
asked this
most of the
question
time.
quite a few times. Okay, I'm done with that.
Okay. Right.
I've also been playing Sniper Elite 5 because this came out on
Yeah.
Game Pass.
I
this week.
almost played this
Yeah.
today.
New to Game Pass.
The
I
older
think you
ones
played in
came out
co-op,
cheap
Chinny.
on-
I know.
Playing
Basically,
co-op.
Marsh and I was like, we can either play Sniper Elite 5 or Generation Zero, and then, but Marshy has been dying to play Generation Zero for like 2 months, and I was like, right, let's play Generation Zero.
And you can invade other people's games.
Ooh.
And sort of have a bit of cat and mouse with another player in the game, like almost like a death match.
That sounds awful.
It is awful. Why would you want to do that?
I would
Anyway,
never wanna do
I
it.
turned all that shit off.
Good.
'Cause I don't want no dickhead coming in my game and
That
shooting.
sounds like putting 3D on your 3DS. You just turn it off straight away.
Yeah. Although people seem to think it's been well implemented, I don't know.
Good for them.
So this is what I think, right? This is basically Hitman with guns
Yes.
only.
Okay.
That's pretty much the structure of the game.
Well,
Each
so-
level.
I was going to say
He-
Sniper Elite's one of these weird games where it started off as like a kind of like a B movie shit game, didn't it? Sniper
Yeah.
Elite, and then like when 2
What if
came
it's
out,
just sniping? You know
Yeah.
those games where you can snipe? What if there's nothing else to do in
yeah,
the game?
and you have X-ray vision and you can see their balls come
Right.
on.
Oh
And-
no, there's a massive emphasis on close-up kills as well now.
Oh, good.
Well, then it's not sniper, is
But
it?
when
You
like
should call it
when 2
combat
came
movie.
out and when 3 came out, that's when they really started to come into their own and started to go
Yeah.
like, these are actually pretty good. And then 4 came out.
So yeah, there's so basically you get you get X-ray melee kills now as well. So
Excellent.
for instance, one of them I
So
stabbed
the
the guy
knife going
up-
into the guy's balls.
Yeah,
now.
no, I stabbed someone under the chin, and it obviously X-ray vision.
He had balls in his chin.
No, going up into his brain.
Yeah.
He had balls in his brain.
Yeah, he had balls in his brain.
Yeah.
So So yeah, I played quite a bit of this actually, but then it just got frustrating.
Why?
Because this game, the minute you get spotted, it is fucking ridiculous. Like millions of guards just appear from nowhere,
Yeah, I played
and you
one of them
die in
long ago,
about
and then
3 seconds.
That was
All
my
right.
experience as well.
It's like I'm for instance, right? I was like, it doesn't allow you to experiment as much as you think you could.
Hmm.
Because, for instance, there's 2 guards guarding this house thing, right? So I'm like, what I'm going to do is there were some birds in the field.
Okay.
So I was like, what I'll do is shoot one of the birds. The others will fly off. He'll get distracted, come across to look what's going on. Then I'll take him out.
You mean you won't hear the fucking gunshot?
Yeah, I was thinking
No,
if,
no,
I,
it's
heard- if I was a
silence. No,
guard and
no,
I
it's a
saw a
silent-
bird get shot, I
no.
might look to where the
It's
bird
a
got shot.
silence pistol.
Right.
Yeah,
right?
but and then all the birds take off.
Yeah, exactly right. So you'd expect him just to come and see what the ruckus is.
That's
right?
true.
Oh.
But no. What he did was head straight for me
Yeah.
as soon as the birds flew off.
Because he probably worked it out. He went, somebody shot that bird. I should
Yeah,
probably
shot
go
that
over there.
bird with a silenced pistol from
Bird's
that
brains are
bush
behind
over
him.
there where no one can see him. That must be where he is, and came straight directly at me. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Just go straight for the player.
Yeah.
Sounds about right to me.
And I'm like,
That guy was smart.
So I'm
You want
not.
stupid AI.
I'm not hugely. It's not even so much that. I think you can if you run away for long enough, but it takes your health
Right.
is very low. It's like 3 shots you're dead.
Right.
Yeah.
You get shot 3 times,
mean,
you're dead.
Right. And I share your frustration. I played one of these games once upon a time. I didn't have any fun with it. I gave up after about an hour. And I think that what people who play, it's this specialization, man. People who play Dark Souls games, they want harder. People who play these games want really tough challenge, brilliant AI. The biggest negative reviews on Steam for these games is like, AI is not smart enough. AI is too stupid. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want? You wander around and kill people. Like, it's not much of a challenge. So I share your frustration. I think that's why it's built this way.
Yeah, I mean it was fun enough. It was fun enough, but I wasn't. I may have another go of it at some point, but I was just trying to get to the point where I was getting frustrated.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
You know, with sort of
I
being
hear you.
killed or just being spotted by someone I just didn't see was there, and then the next thing everybody's alerted, and there's a million people running after me with guns.
Mm.
And I ran, right. This is what annoyed me as well. I ran through all this maze of like, I don't know, grapevines or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
sort of well away from all the. Because most games, once you get far enough away, they sort of drop off and stop searching for you, don't they?
Ooh,
Yeah.
I thought it must have been the wind.
Not in this game. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, I'd like run miles, right, and then I turn around, and there's another guy coming from a completely different direction from which I'd come, headed straight towards me, and I'm like, how does he even know I'm here?
Yeah. Man.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
no. So it's all right, but it's not for me.
Not for you. Not for you.
So yeah, it's not for me. Although I did play it on cloud because I couldn't be asked downloading it.
And how did that
And it-
perform?
It worked through my console. Cloud works absolutely fine.
Right.
I have no jitters, no issues, no frame rate drops, nothing. It just smooth as a baby's bum, works fine. Anything else out because Millie was like, oh, I want to watch the tennis.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm trying to finish Mass Effect 3. And she's like, well, I want to watch tennis. There's other people in this house apart from you, right?
I gave birth to you. Not literally, but,
Exactly.
you know, bit of me.
So I thought, do you
Get
know
out
what?
my
I'll just
house.
go. I'll just carry on playing on cloud on my PC because it should be fine.
Mhm.
And it was sort of
Shite.
all right, but it weren't great.
Mhm.
It was playable just. It was playable just, but
Yeah.
it was hard. Luckily, it wasn't a really tough mission. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been doing very well. So yeah, but it was fine. So yes, anything else from you, Chinny? What else have you been playing? Anything else?
I did want to say something else about Generation Zero that was pretty cool. That I forgot to
All
mention.
right.
So you can. There's a lot of like gadgets in the game
Oh,
in
okay.
Generation Zero, so it encourages you to use EMP grenades and all. It's like you're just using parts of cars, and you can strip cars and craft and all this. All that shit's in there. Anyway, you can do all that. And Marsh was like, "Oh, I know what to do," and he put like a radio next to this big gas canister, and you can use radios as a beacon to attract the robots. You turn the radio on, and all the robots go "Prah," and towards the radio, and then we blew up the gas canister, and we killed about 5 robots in one go, and it was the most.
So a bit like a car alarm in.
It was
Left
so
4 Dead.
satisfying, and I was like, man, that was pretty good. The other thing that I was going to compare it to is like if you take Fallout, DayZ, and Dying Light, and then put the aesthetic of Stranger Things on top, because it's all based on the 80s, then Generation Zero.
It did look pretty cool, I must admit. I am more interested in that than before because I've never even heard of it.
Well, there you go. From nothing to kind of interesting.
From nothing to interesting.
That is all I've been playing.
The only other I've got a couple of things. The only other thing, Neon Abyss. There was a demo on Switch, and I was like,
I think I might have played this.
It's all right. It's a roguelike.
Yeah.
You're in a dungeon. You're shooting stuff.
I think I played it.
It's all right. I probably wouldn't buy it based on playing the demo.
Yeah.
Because Hades is
a pixel
way
game.
better. Yeah. It's sort of a pixel game.
Yeah.
And it's sort of completely random every time you go through the dungeons as different dungeons.
I've definitely played this.
And some of them, like, for instance, I played through 4 rooms or something, and there were these fairly hard enemies in the last room. On the next playthrough, those hard enemies were in the first room I went into.
Yeah. I feel like this is kind of like a Splunky, but with a sort of cyberpunk neon.
Yeah, it's something to do with you got to get revenge for somebody or something. I don't know.
But I never got into Splunky or anything like that. I'm not really into roguelikes, though. So.
No, I had massive issues with this, though. Just the control scheme just felt really weird.
What is it, like a twin stick? Is it twin stick?
It's twin stick, yes, for shooting. But they've mapped jump to the left trigger.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It just felt weird pressing the left
trigger. Yeah, but
like,
so you don't have to take your thumb off the right stick, isn't it?
No, I get that. But it just felt a bit weird. Once I got used to it, it wasn't too bad. But it took a little bit of getting used to, remember, because obviously it's usually just aim, isn't it? Left trigger's aim on nearly every game you ever play, but
but it can't be on this one, can it?
No, I quite like the cat weapon. Must admit that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool having a cat as a weapon. It was fine though. I wasn't massively. Dude, can you just mute while you're typing, please?
It's so loud.
Just saying, it's so loud. You do it.
It's all right. Just sorry. He's done it.
I thought I was done because I didn't have to grade any papers, and I'm like, oh wait, duh, my bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was all right, but I can't say I'd buy it. Apart from that, we had another nerdy board game night.
Oh God.
But no Gloomhaven. No Gloomhaven this week.
Oh, they're done with Gloomhaven there.
No, we're not done with Gloomhaven, but there's 4 of us playing Gloomhaven, and Steve wasn't available, so one of the players wasn't available, so you can't play it with 3 of us because we're playing it as a 4-player thing.
Because that would be ridiculous.
And we're not going to be able to play it on the next one either because he's a fucking nutcase, a 50-kilometer run over hills.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Damn.
I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Tell him to get a life.
Not playing. So we did play some other games. So
I'm
just going to quickly touch on these. One of them I've actually purchased since, which Dan brought along. And I bought it because it's such a cool little game. And it's called Sushi Roll.
Sushi Roll.
Okay.
This was a Kickstarter game. And it's great. And it's not very difficult to understand. It's dead simple to get into. And it's quite addictive once you start playing it. I'll quickly describe what you do. So basically you have little sushi conveyor belts at the top of each person's board.
Okay.
And then you have a board underneath that has all the scoring on it, so it tells you what everything's worth.
Okay.
And what you've got to do is roll your dice. So you get 7 dice, roll the dice, and then you've got to decide which dice, which like sushi, shall I say, you want to keep. And you can, obviously, there's ones that multiply, there's ones that are just worth points alone, there's ones that are a bit of a gamble because, you know, if you do, like one's worth 0 unless you get another one of the same.
Yeah.
And then what you can do is you have 3 re-rolls and 2 swaps at the beginning of the game. So you can swap a sushi with another person's sushi so you can get what you need. And you can obviously re-roll your dice so many times as well. And that's it in a nutshell, really. And between each round, you have to move your conveyor belts around so the other people roll the dice you just had. It's good.
Okay.
It's totally good. And you play 3 rounds, and it's whoever's got the most points at the end of the round wins.
All right.
And we played quite a few games of this, probably about 4 or 5 games of this, and it was just good fun. It was good fun.
Cool.
It was quick. Like, each sort of game takes about 15 minutes. So it's quick if you just want something quick to play, and it's easy to understand. A whole family can play it. I'd
Cool.
totally recommend it. And then the other thing we played was Betrayal at House on the Hill, which I've had for a while.
Is this like one of those like the werewolf sort of thing where somebody's like a murderer? It's like a murder mystery thing.
Kind of. It's a co-op. It's a co-op and competitive game. So you start off the first 2/3 of the game. You're playing co-op. So you've got to explore this haunted house together and find stuff, and stuff happens. And there's a lot of dice rolling going on. And then at a certain point in the game, what's known as the haunting begins. And there's 50 of these in the book, and it's completely random as to which one you're going to get. And then one person becomes a traitor, and they have to try and kill you, and you as the heroes have to try and survive and not get killed. And it's modular, so you never know what room's going to come up. So you start with a hallway, and then you have to build the house.
I think I've heard you talk about this one before. I think you've
I've
mentioned
had it for a while. I've not played it for a while though.
I think I'm sure you've talked about this though. I think you've talked about.
I played it with Kay and Millie, and Kay was just like, I don't really like this.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah, but it's good. So we played a couple of games of that as well. So when we meet again on the 10th, I think it is 10th of June, we're meeting again. We're gonna play Dungeon Quest. As Steve is still not available, we're gonna play some Dungeon Quest and play some proper Dungeons and Dragons type stuff.
Quest it up.
So we're gonna do that. So yeah. So we've had a good week of games, board games, and video games alike. It's been pretty good. Right. On that note, shall we do some news?
I think we should.
Putting news first.
So anyway, Sony this week has announced a Horizon series for Netflix. Have you heard about this?
Oh, thank God. I was hoping they would turn more video games into TV series.
Yeah. So not only that, dude, you think they're done there, but they're not. Because if
look, I know some people really like the story of Horizon, so that's fine. I'm not too mad, actually.
So Horizon's going to be a TV show for Netflix.
Sure.
God of War is going to be a series for Amazon.
Ooh.
So a bit of competing stuff here. And they're also developing a Gran Turismo game for another unannounced platform.
Well, that's 3 shows I'm never going to watch.
So they're spreading it all over the goddamn
You said
place.
Gran Turismo game.
Yeah. No, Gran Turismo TV show.
You said game.
Oh, well, I meant TV show.
You said game.
Netflix does
well,
have
whatever.
games.
I'm just saying, if you want to be accurate, you say
I
game.
made a mistake.
Okay.
As Chinny would say.
Everybody laugh.
so
I made a mistake.
Gran Turismo for another unannounced platform or network.
What do you reckon that'll be? Like a Fast and Furious knockoff?
Well, what else can it be?
Tin Diesel.
Tin Diesel.
Don't fuck
So yeah, I don't know. Are you interested in watching any of these?
Well, I think this has probably all come from The Witcher and Halo, being relatively successful.
Oh, and thingy, isn't it? The Last of Us is coming soon.
Sure. So, like TV shows, we're in this kind of age where like people just like TV shows instead of movies for some reason now because you can binge them, I guess. But I don't know. There's too many. I think they're oversaturated, and from what I've heard, they've had to drastically change the Halo story to make it slightly interesting because Halo really is just a fucking green bloke shooting a lot of space aliens for fuck all. So in the new one, they've made him boink and all that sort of stuff, which is great. And they've shown his face, and everybody kicks off because that's not what Master Chief looks like. He looks like me. Well, fuck you. They have to make it interesting because video games have boring stories. So
a lot of people are saying it's not very good, to be fair.
I've heard it's all right. But I don't know. Who cares? Nobody cares anyway because everybody's watching the Obi-Wan thing, and I don't care about that because Star Wars is crap. But let's everybody calm down. Put your guns down. Star Wars is crap. It's just cowboys with laser swords. No one cares. But I don't really care about any of these shows. I'm watching Ozark. and Better Call Saul. Like, I watch good shows, not these.
Yeah, I need to get Kay back on Better Call Saul. She's like, oh, I'm bored of it now. I'm like, it's the last series.
You gotta watch it.
You gotta find out what happens.
I used to love Halo. I haven't played Halo Infinite. I haven't played Halo 5. I haven't watched any of this bloody Halo series. I don't care about it. I don't know. They're just.
Have I told you all about We
They
Own
look
This
cheap.
City?
Sorry, what?
Have I told you about We Own This City?
We Own This City.
So David Simon, the guy who created The Wire, has done another show about Baltimore. And I think the final episode just dropped. We've been watching it every 2 weeks because one episode comes out each week. And it's got a number of actors from The Wire in it. It's about a group of really bad cops in Baltimore. It's really good.
Yeah.
So you both like The Wire, I know.
We
so.
did.
We did.
We did.
By the way, I said that Halo.
And
Halo.
the crazy thing is, Marlo, you know Marlo Stanfield, right?
Yeah.
He plays a cop in this new show. It's really weird to see him as
Marlo was at the Brooklyn Nets game that I was at. I've been in the same room as Marlo now, so we're basically best buds.
It's kind of rich to call it a room.
We're in the same room. We're breathing the same air. Okay, we're best buds. We're best buds.
We were passing the deviled eggs to each other.
By the way, I said Halo looks cheap. It costs $10 million per episode. Still looks cheap. I don't know why.
That does not shock me.
I don't know.
Nothing shocks me anymore. Dude, this next story is for you.
Rafinch is in the chat.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Rafinch is in the chat. Rich is in the chat. Say hello.
Hi, Rafinch.
Hi,
I haven't
Rob.
seen Rich for ages.
Yeah, Rafinch. Yes, this next story is specifically aimed at you, dude.
Go ahead, hit me. Shoot, let me hear you.
6 Skyrim unsolved mysteries. I want to see if you know any of these. Because you've played a lot of Skyrim, so do you know about these unsolved mysteries? That is the question.
Let's hear it. Yeah, go ahead.
So the first unsolved mystery in Skyrim is the symbols inside the bug jars. You know about this?
I didn't realize there were symbols inside the bug jars.
Brilliant.
So apparently, scattered across the world map, you'll find a number of
there's more.
insects. What the hell is that even? Insects trapped inside jars, and the pretty little things that look out like butterflies and shit.
Right. Yes.
But if you inspect the jar, on the bottom are runes. So
who's inspecting these jars that closely?
People who find them.
So it's funny because when I play Skyrim, I'm fighting dragons and like dealing with Draugr Death Lords. But you know, you want to stare at jars. That's also a thing you can
Well,
do.
they found 5 in total, and each one has a different rune on the bottom of it.
Okay, sure.
And people have spent hours trying to decipher these runes,
which is a very good use of their time.
But nobody knows what they mean.
Excellent.
Okay.
So there you go. Second one is the giant skeletons of Kagrenzel.
Never heard of it.
Wow. Great content.
So, apparently there's a Dwemer ruin, and there's these giant skeletons, 3 enormous skeletal remains.
We have a man that has played Skyrim for thousands of
I know,
hours,
he's-
and he has
he's
no
found
idea
some-
what you're talking about.
no
so.
idea
I'm
what
busy
this is.
fighting dragons and Draugr Death Lords.
But
But that shows you how cool this game is. It's so big that there's all this stuff. I've
Or
never
maybe people are just so desperate to write a news article about it because they know that it gets
breaking
clicks
walls.
because it's...
Because you know how they
here's
found these
another one.
probably. They went flying around with no clip on.
What about this one, dude? You must know about
go
this
ahead.
one. What about a dark secret in the Temple of Mara?
I included the Temple of Mara in a story I wrote.
It says it's the scene of your own wedding, home of some of Skyrim's most benevolent
Yes.
characters, temple of the
Yes.
goddess of love itself.
Yes.
So when you notice that one of the quest rooms upstairs contains the infamous book "A Kiss, Sweet Mother,"
Yeah.
it raises an eyebrow. This isn't some racy erotic
Dark
fiction with
Brotherhood.
sexual vibes as it sounds, but rather instructions on how to perform a ritual that summons a member of the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah.
The Dark Brotherhood, of course, are an organization of remembering the rainbow, like kisses and good deeds and performance, but I mean assassinations.
No. Look, they had a book that connects to this other quest line, and they put it in the Temple of Mara.
It says
There's
how
no
did
mystery here. There's nothing to talk about.
Where do you get your
that's
fucking news from, Stu?
Look, I'm just
He
telling you.
He thought it would be entertaining for me. I'm not mad.
Yeah,
At
for
Stu.
me, entertaining for you.
But once we say that here's what's going on, then we should just move on.
Jeez, like I went on VG 24/7 just to see if there's any better news that Stu's missed out so I could make fun of him.
What
And at the
about-
top of the list was 6 Skyrim unsolved mysteries.
What about
Everyone wants us to talk about
Fuck me.
what about
Go
the,
ahead, Stu.
the
One last one.
Headless Horseman?
it. No, yeah, I heard about it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, well,
But again,
apparently it's in
like
here.
what? They got to just do a little bit of coding. Like, okay, person on a horse, no head, send him out. Okay.
Anyway, I'm bored of this now. It's not very good. I'm
Jeez.
sorry.
Are you talking about the
Experience.
show or that article?
Both of it.
Right. What
Next
about
news story. This is
Stray?
big news.
Have you
This
heard
is
about
big news.
Have you heard about the game Stray?
What's Stray?
No, I haven't.
So Stray is a game where you play a cat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I played a game like that before. It wasn't very
people
good.
were
No,
excited
this is
about
just
this,
you're just a
at
fucking
E3
cat.
or something.
You're just a fucking
Yeah.
cat, right? I'll see if I can get some gameplay of it. Yeah, and apparently the fucking release date has been leaked, July the 19th on PlayStation.
Is it going to be good though?
I don't know. Like, what do you want? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. What does it say about it? What do you
It's
do?
you're a fucking
What do you
cat.
do apart from play as a cat?
You're a
catch
cat.
mice.
You're a fucking...
What are you doing in the game? What's the point?
You solve the murder. I have no idea.
Wow.
I have no
You
idea.
You probably help people reunite with
I think
their
it's
lost
like a kind of
children.
puzzle platformer or something. Is this it? There's a fucking robot in this. Look, it's a robot world.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
this-
just looking?
I
at
think
the-
you'd like
I
this,
remember
Stu.
seeing the trailers for this.
I
I
think
think
you'd
Stu's
like-
going to be wetting his pants over
I
this.
think you're gonna
It's something
jizz.
a little interesting. It's a little different.
So you're a stray cat in a robot world. That
Oh, I
looks.
think I have seen this.
This
I've
looks
seen
right
this.
up your bloody weird.
Yeah, I think I saw
fucking
this
game.
before. Yeah, that looks cool.
You watch in 2 months' time. She's gonna be like, "This is the best game I've ever seen."
This is a game of the year. Yeah, I think I have seen this before.
So this is apparently coming out in July. There you go. That's how you do fucking news, right?
No, here's some big news. This is bigger news than that.
Is it?
Star Wars Jedi Survivor announced.
What's that?
What's that?
See, you're so big you don't even.
Just tell us what it is. Oh my
Stop
God,
it.
the gloating. You see, imagine
You never
they did
see
on the
that.
BBC
You never see.
News. All right, this headline coming in from occupied Palestinian territories. Have you heard about the massacre that took place at Sabra and Shatila?
No.
I didn't hear about that. See, you're not even listening.
Do you even watch the news? Well, I'm watching it now. Like you're not really helping.
Go ahead, Stu. What's the news?
Anyway.
What's
What's
this game? What's the Star Wars
You know the
game?
little game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
Oh yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a sequel, is it?
I played
This is the
20 minutes of it.
sequel
Yeah.
to that game, and
Right.
it's set to
Okay,
be released
okay.
in 2023. And there's been a new cinematic trailer where we see Cal Kestis after the events of Fallen Order, where he's still on the run from the Empire, while the trailer is short on plot. It's got plenty of Star Wars with new Inquisitors.
What's it
and
called
new
again?
mysteries.
Star Wars.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Star Wars. I'm a survivor. Does it have like a slow version of that song? I'm
Maybe,
a
maybe it does.
survivor.
Maybe it does.
Yes,
I'm
that.
They're
gonna.
like an echoey.
And it's
sort of,
like a
you know.
piano, like doom. I'm gonna get up. Doom. Nothing's gonna
It's gonna be
stop.
slow, isn't it? It's gonna be slow and like ethereal. There you go. That's a good word.
Is it going one of them?
It's gonna be one of them.
Star Wars.
But I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was a great game.
Brilliant game.
So I've got, we've got big hopes for this. Big
Well,
hopes.
It'd be good. It'd be good. It's Respawn, isn't it? I don't think
Yeah,
they've
it
made a
is.
bad game, really. Respawn.
No, so
They're all
I
right
think
at the
it's-
games.
They're all right making video games.
They know what they're doing. Yeah, great.
So-
Star Wars
so-
Fallen Order was a great game.
So
Star
it's looking
Wars,
pretty good.
which is shit.
Star Wars. Star Wars games are sometimes good and sometimes they're terrible.
But the
Just like every video game.
It's like every video game. So let's hope this
and
one's
most
going
of the
to be good.
movies are
also
shite.
terrible.
Stop hating on the movies. I like the Star Wars movies.
But there are more
It's
bad
like,
Star Wars
oh.
movies than there are good.
Yeah,
Correct
it's
me if
like
I'm
those
wrong.
James Bond
can't
games.
Change my
argue
mind.
Oh,
Change my goddamn mind.
ugh. Like Quantum of
Anyway, what's
Solace.
the next news story?
What was all that about?
What's the next news?
There isn't really any.
All right.
That's it.
Okay.
I don't know. I ran out.
What do we got?
Ah,
Emails,
news.
Discord?
We have got an email.
Whoa, that rules.
So loud.
So loud.
Yes.
It's
See?
from our regular emailer, Jason Gallagher.
Oh yeah.
He's become very regular, hasn't he? Again,
Yep.
bit like a good poo.
Oh, there you go.
He's-
I love Jason Gallagher.
Yeah, he's become very regular. Anyway, it says this 2020 console are old shite. So my last gen must be ancient.
Okay.
So he says this. So my PS4 needs replacing. My Xbox One does too. They both work when they want to. I went to Wally's World website to order a new PS4. I clicked the $299 version, only it pulls up a $500 version due to inflation. Now, the new PS5 that came out years ago is almost $1,000 and will soon be replaced by a Pro version, I'm sure, which will probably run around $10,000, only to be replaced by next year with a PS6. I guess I'll continue to let my old consoles play when they want to. PS4 has a controller syncing issue. Xbox is a cable input issue. It's got to be in it just right. Anyway, the latest consoles didn't excite me like the NES once did. Weird, huh? Probably the price. Probably the fact that the PS4 and Xbox One are still somehow holding on. Did you three ever figure out if the new consoles are worth it or not? I think I'd rather save my cash for a Tesla bot. Oh, that's what he says. Yeah, I thought it was something we do with tea then. Yeah, cash for a Tesla bot. There you go. That's what Jason thinks. What do you think? I mean, we've both got a modern console, haven't we, Chinny? 'Cause I've got a Series S, you've got a Series X.
Yeah. I'm in no rush for a PS5 though.
No, I'm not.
Because I've got
There was some for sale this week.
I got they've been available, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they at work Ollie was saying, oh yeah, I might get one. You know, he was literally talking about. I don't want to spend any more.
I can't think of a single reason to buy one.
There's two people in our office that have ordered Steam Decks, right? And like Ollie was saying, I've got to save my money. I'm not going to spend any more shit. And then somebody said PS5s are available, and he's like looking on Amazon straight away. So I don't know. I've got like about 4 or 5 games to play on the PS4. So and that'll take me quite a while to go.
Well, I've still got the Ghost of Tsushima to play.
Yeah.
Not even play. It's still it's not in the wrapper, but I've never opened it.
Yeah. So get through that shit because you got some good stuff.
I know.
I've got like the Uncharted collection. I've got Uncharted 4. I've got Horizon Zero Dawn. Some other shit as well. I don't know. But I've got games to play on there.
Well, my Steam Deck is coming soon, maybe. July to September, mine's coming now.
Couldn't give a shit about the Steam Deck at all.
Yeah. Nope. And if you order one now, you've got to wait till after October or later to get one.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got a long time to wait now.
I won't.
Yeah.
Won't be ordering one of those.
So it's coming soon. Do you know what though? I'll give them the due. They are updating this thing every week with new firmware and software and fixing stuff.
Well, yeah, they want to sell them.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, do you know what runs on this really well? Apparently,
Skyrim.
No, well, I'm guessing that runs really well.
Yeah, probably does. Yeah.
Probably.
Subnautica apparently runs really.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I heard about that game.
Yeah, runs really well on it apparently.
Yeah, cool.
So who knew?
I wish I could play it. I mean, I
keep thinking, right? I'll get this, and then I'll get through more of my smaller Steam games that I bought. You know, I've got millions of them, but I probably won't.
This is like someone watching TV at 3 a.m. and seeing an ad for some exercise machine and going, "I'm gonna get that and get into shape, man. This is what's gonna do."
Yeah, it is. That's literally No, I've heard good things, by the way, and this will definitely go away with me when I go away on holiday and stuff.
Yeah,
because I can play my whole Steam collection on here. It's amazing.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So we'll see. Yeah. Anything else to say about? What about you? Are you ever going to pull the trigger on a new console?
Probably not. I don't know why I would.
No, you're PC all the way. Now, what about upgrading the PC?
At some point. Right now, it's running everything just fine. So,
Mind you, the stuff you play, you don't really need it to be super high tech, do you? I don't suppose.
Well, that's the thing is I've returned to my state of buying stuff a year after it peaks because it's much cheaper, and yeah, it's gonna work pretty well.
They get all the kinks and the updates out of it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
Richard in the
down, the good stuff will continue to be praised. The mediocre stuff will.
Rich in the chat says,
"Save a lot of indie games.
Save your money and get a PSP."
I've still got one of those.
Hot.
Still got a PSP. Do you know what though? I am quite upset about my PSP.
Why?
What's that?
Oh, not my PSP, a PS Vita even. Oh. I've got a PSP as well somewhere. But I'm quite upset about my PS Vita because it was in the cupboard and somehow it's been crushed. And when I took it out, all the screens cracked.
Dear.
And
that's a shame because you were just going to start playing it again.
I was going to charge you for playing it. No, I was a bit upset though because it upsets me when stuff happens and I don't know how it's happened. Do you know what I mean? I got it out
Poltergeist,
to the cupboard and it's just all cracked, and I'm
Gremlins.
like, what? How is that?
Well,
being
you know, look at it
cracked?
this way. In 2 years, you can talk about how your Steam Deck got cracked and you don't know how.
My Steam Deck won't get cracked. It'll be fine.
You gonna
I'll
put
look
money on
after it.
that?
No, it comes with a protective case as standard. You get a
But
fancy
is
old
there a
case.
place for you to put your protective case, like in Gloomhaven?
Yeah, of course. In the middle of the board, there's
Holder
plenty
for
of
your
room.
protective case. Yeah.
Plenty of room in the middle of the board,
All right.
so it'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So anyway, anything in the Discord, Chinny, this week? Any questions or anything?
Well, I put that in the.
Any more answers? to
No,
that,
no,
or
no one cares.
no one gives a shit.
No
what
one
we
gives a
play.
shit. Yeah.
All right.
Literally,
I did do it last
nobody
minute though, to be fair.
gives a
So
shit.
you know, but if there is, I'll tell you what. If you're listening to this,
Yeah.
what game should Stu and I play next at the same time?
Yeah, what should we play?
People don't vote in this poll. Nobody ever does what you ask them to do in a poll.
No, exactly. What's the point
So-
of that?
Have you got any ideas, Stu? Top of your head, have you got any ideas?
Yeah, Elden Ring. I keep telling you.
I don't think I'll give a shit about Elden
I
Ring.
need to play though. I bought the game at launch. For
Well,
God's
you know,
sake.
I'm just saying, like after Elden Ring, we'll start something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
what
that's going to
could
be
you do?
about 100 hours later if I actually get stuck into it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Millie's boyfriend has just played fucking shit ton of it. He's like up to, it's over 100 hours in now.
People love it.
Oh, yeah. Once you get going, apparently. I don't know. It's not that hard once you get armor and better swords and stuff.
I guess not.
So I've heard.
I don't know.
So
I really don't know if I'd be into it. I have no idea. No idea.
I don't know. I don't think you would, to be honest, because it really is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's pretending to be something else, but it isn't. It's still Dark Souls, but
I
just
only
in
like
an
games
open
that are,
world.
A sheep in wolf's clothing.
Oh dear, I
Yeah.
see what you did
Or
there.
a sheep in dog's clothing.
A sheep in dog's clothing.
But
yeah, it really is just that. It isn't.
I don't know what I'm going to play next.
There's not a lot out. Is there anything coming out? Is there anything coming out this month? I don't know. What's coming out? Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
What new releases is something
Video games 2022.
decent? June. What's coming out in June?
Video games 2022 release schedule 2022.
You see, I'll be honest. I've not kept up because I'm just like, I'll see what's on Game Pass. It's
Okay.
terrible.
So, this this is bad because June and July are not even on the fucking. Is that right?
They never are because never.
Oh no
actually
no
come
no
out.
no no! Hold on, I've got to scroll right down for them. Man,
There's like 2 games.
right, you've got Diablo Immortal, Loopers.
Loopers?
I don't know. It's desperate. Mario Strikers.
No.
The Quarry. Don't know what that is.
Oh no, that's a Quarry. No, that'll be good.
Never
That'll be
heard
good.
of it.
We should definitely play that.
Never
together.
heard of it.
You have heard of it.
Never heard of it. Never heard Stu bang on about
Until
it.
Dawn follow up.
Never heard of it. So the Quarry, we could play that.
Yeah, we could definitely play that.
That
I think we should definitely make a pact to play the Quarry together
fact.
and see how it differs with our crappy decisions.
Capcom Fighting Collection
Yeah, no.
in
So
July.
what day's the Quarry out?
The Quarry is out on the 10th of June.
Welcome to the Veteran Gamers Podcast, where we talk about when games are going to come out.
I think that's
No,
fine.
we're-
That's quite
yeah, well-
interesting.
Yeah, what's wrong with that, Jew? Just because you play fucking Rocket League.
Yes.
So there's a game. You know, Saints
Isn't it
Row.
Double jumping Rocket League?
Remember Saints Row?
Yeah, no, Who
Saints
knew?
Row, yeah, sure.
The
Oh, is that coming out?
the
new
reboot
remake?
of Saints Row is coming out in
Reboot.
August.
I don't know where I'm at. Are you interested in this? Because I'm not too sure.
I'll give it a look. I'll
Yeah.
give it a look. Saints Row has earned that. I played every one of them, so I might as well. Oh, the Gollum, Lord of the Rings Gollum game comes out in September.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not heard a lot about that, so I'm a little bit.
Nope.
Paw
Mm,
Patrol Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Paw
definitely
Patrol Grand Prix. 30th
Wow.
of September. Put it in your fucking calendar. That day is going
not.
to
Yeah,
shake
stick
up the
it
gaming
in. Stick
industry.
it down, man. That is the game to play.
Splatoon 3. They keep trying with that Splatoon.
God, is that still coming? God Almighty.
Modern Warfare 2. So like that's the sequel.
Modern
it's
Warfare.
It's
2.
confusing because there's a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, they need to come up with better names.
So that's the reboot of Call
of
of Duty
Modern Warfare. Well, it's a remake
and this is
of
the
Modern
sequel
Warfare 2.
to the
Reboot.
reboot. So it's the second Modern Warfare 2. Weird.
I mean, I know I'm gonna go. Call of Duty games
sound are you
still
gonna make?
relevant.
Yeah.
Ooh. Are they still relevant? But this still will sell a bucket load.
Yeah,
won't it?
and to be fair, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 game was brilliant. It was brilliant. Yeah, I know it's Call of Duty and it's all the same, but like that was a good game. Like there are moments in that Call of Duty game that are some of the best moments in Call of Duty. Full stop. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant game. So I'm up for Modern Warfare 2. The only other game that's coming out that I'm interested in is Gotham Knights, which is the Batman thing, but doesn't have Batman in it. So
right, okay.
the last game they made, the Batman one was Batman Origins. So yeah, I like that one. So Gotham Knights has got Robin and Red Hood and Batwoman and somebody else that no one cares about. And that one looks all right. That looks like a game.
Well, I'm gonna say it right now, Chinny. The Quarry we will play next together.
Yeah, but that's available on all the things.
Yeah, so well, I'll get it wherever it's cheapest. Just saying.
I'm hoping that it comes on Game Pass, if I'm honest. But
yeah,
hey,
how much is it on here to be? Freaking hell!
Freaking hell!
How much is it?
Oh my god! It's even on Steam. It's $54.99.
Bastards. So it's on Steam.
Okay, now
it's
that's
on
like half £100 for
PS4,
one game.
PS5, Xbox
heaven.
One, Xbox Series X. So
You
yeah.
see, this is a problem. It's that long since I bought a game. I'm like £50 for a game.
It does.
You having a
In
laugh?
seriousness, though, it does feel like a bit of a. Look, it's painful to buy a game at £50 now.
It is.
Because you just get games thrown at you all the time.
Honestly,
Like, every day you just go, "Here's another game, bitch," and you're
I'm
like,
feeling a bit like, oh my god,
50
how
quid.
much?
I've got to pay £50 for a game. That
Dying Light 2 is still £54 on Steam.
I know. That's the only reason
How
I
is
haven't
that
played
still?
it.
Yeah, how is it still £50?
The only reason I haven't played it is because I don't immediately own
Someone's
it.
paying £50 for Back for Blood. What? What is what?
Back for Blood is on Game Pass.
Yeah, I know it is. That's what I mean. But it's £50 on Steam.
Mad.
I'm like, what is happening? Why are games so expensive now?
I wonder why Steam haven't.
It's no wonder Game Pass does so well, is it? Let's be fair.
I wonder why Steam hasn't done like a Game Pass thing. I really do.
Because well, I don't know. It's difficult, I guess.
But is it kind of like a stubbornness thing? Could it bite them? Do you reckon, Duke?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know what's bugging me about Steam lately is that, God damn it, there was a game that came out. First of all, once upon a time they were like, "Do you want NSFW games in your thread?" And I'm like, I'm not bothered by that. Okay, sure.
Right.
Show me adult games. Furry Hitler.
Yes.
The game was called Furry Hitler.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Woman
Was it
furry,
good?
like, like I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Was it?
How
was
about
it
y'all
good?
have? How about you have a Steam After Dark section where you can put all your goddamn Furry Hitler games and let the rest of us play fun puzzle games? You don't want to have sex with a furry Nazi? You don't have any new fun puzzle games? Well, we've got Furry Hitler.
I want to get some
puzzle sections over here. But first, can I interest you in Furry Hitler?
I'm just gonna see if we got any footage of Furry Hitler. I just want to see.
No, please don't.
Perhaps maybe something along the lines of Mushroom 11, like games like that. Furries sometimes eat mushrooms, and so Furry Hitler's over here. Fuck you and your furry sex games. And every other day, there's some new hentai 3D sex, and it's like new and hot releases. I'm like, no, it's not a hot release. You just know you'll sell it to desperate losers if you put sex game. I mean, whatever. I guess I should turn off NSFW because I didn't realize it was code for, girls looking like they're 7 and Furry Hitler. Jesus
Furry
Christ.
Hitler.
So we've got Furry Hitler on the screen now.
God, I'm sorry I brought it up.
So what I'm seeing, just for the audio listeners, is
Yeah, you're not gonna put it on the stream, thank God.
yeah, I have. So
It's on the stream. Yeah,
so
oh,
there's
Jesus
like
Christ.
sort of furry women that kind of look,
The cat women.
cat women, sexy cat
Oh,
women.
okay, I can see now.
And she's got a Tommy gun, and she's got a beret. And she's in some sort of cafe or diner, and it's just one of those games where they just talk all the time.
It's a dating sim, but there's sex, and it's just talk, and then you can
And
win by
that's
getting
it. Look,
sex.
look at Adolf.
Is that Adolf?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are Hitler. You play
are
as
Adolf.
Hitler.
Oh,
But
really?
you're a suave. Herfly.
No,
yeah.
there's nothing suave about Hitler.
No,
Stuart,
there
don't
isn't.
call
But this
Hitler
character
suave.
depiction is suave. Let's be fair.
Wow.
Well, you and I see very different things when we look at furry Hitler.
Nobody's got a quiff. He's a good-looking cat.
Yeah.
Furry Hitler is the game that Stuart is.
Every
referring to
cat
here.
that we've come across has got huge boobies.
Huge
Well, of
boobs.
course.
And they're
Why else
wobbling.
would you play
They're
furry
fully
Hitler?
clothed, though. I'm impressed that they've got clothing on. To be fair.
Yeah.
This is how low the bar has gotten now.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, is there any other social media stuff? Any other?
I don't.
Or should we just do our
There is
shout outs and
something
wrap this
weird
up?
about
'Cause
those
I think we're
boobs,
scraping
a
the
bit
bottom of this
mesmerising.
barrel
What
here.
the hell is going on? Yeah, let's just do some shout outs.
I think you brought
It's
up.
time for a shout out.
I
Hey!
think
I'm
you
feeling
brought
a bit
up
like-
furry Hitler.
I
dude.
feel like
think-
I'm being.
Yes, I
Yeah,
did, and I'm
dude,
sorry
you
that I did. I regret mentioning it.
fault.
My bad. Yeah, my bad.
I feel
Mea
like I'm
culpa.
being hypnotized by boobs at this point.
How about you stop looking at furry?
I
Hitler
can't
then?
stop because it's still on the screen. I'm
I
going to turn
can't.
it
You
off.
could minimize it.
I'm turning it off. I've just turned
can't.
it off.
I
Oh,
can't stop
great.
looking at it.
All right, I'll go first.
Oh my God.
Tainted Brain. He had a rough day. I hope you have a better day tomorrow, dude. I will shout out everybody who's been voting in my quizzes, the Duke poll. Let me find out what my polls were. I read you the one from today.
Duke
I don't
Poll.
remember the other ones. Duke poll. There's a new Duke poll every day, folks. Let me. I start making a hashtag so I can easily pull them up. Oh yeah. Yesterday's was about winter sports. Let me ask you all how you voted or how you would vote. The four choices were hockey, curling, skiing, and ice skating.
Curling. of
Super quick
course.
poll. Yes,
Curling.
curling. Amen, brother. Well, that did not win. Chinny, what was your vote?
What am I voting for? The best one?
Super quick poll.
Well,
Huh?
what you'd like? What would you
Hockey,
prefer?
curling, skiing, or ice skating?
Well, like, what would you prefer to watch?
Hockey, curling, skiing, or ice skating?
Just in
pick
general,
one.
whatever reason.
Just hockey, I guess.
I'm too cool to ask a question. Well, hockey won with 36%, but curling came in second with 32%. That was with 22 people voting. The one before that was the ocean. Which ocean do you prefer?
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, or Arctic?
Atlantic.
Yeah,
No,
I think
Indian for
Well,
me.
Indian got 0 votes.
Because it's warmer there. Why would you pick Atlantic where you can go Indian?
Atlantic's. I like everything
the
sinks.
Pacific one with 50%.
No,
of the
Pacific's
votes. 6
overrated.
people voted Pacific.
Everything sinks in the Atlantic. It's
The
great.
one before that was office equipment, stapler, tape dispenser, paper clips, and push pins.
Stapler.
Stapler.
Yeah,
Stapler.
stapler won heavily with 57%.
You can pretend it's a
Yeah.
gun. It makes a good noise. It's
Yeah, you
useful.
can just you can use it in more ways than
You
one.
can injure people with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
put it in your butt. Senses: sight, hearing, taste, or smell.
Which one do I want to keep, or which one's the best?
Well, which is the best, I
I'm
guess.
too cool to ask questions. Just
No, it's just make your own
Sight,
mind up. What do
hearing,
you
taste,
vote on? Whatever
smell.
you feel. Vote on whatever you feel.
Taste.
Taste. I'd go with taste.
well, sight won.
Well, like, sight's the
69%,
most
15 to
useful.
15 to 0.
yeah,
Well,
but like taste.
there's this
taste
account
is
called Einfach Duke that posted.
You fuck Duke.
It has a. It says
That's what it
hashtag Duke
sounded
poll.
like.
Einfach Duke.
I fuck
EINFACHUKE. And he's like, hashtag Duke poll. I'm like, okay, whatever. Big animals was the other one. Elephant, rhinoceros, whale, giraffe. I think I complained about this last week.
giraffe.
Oh, no, this was 2 days ago.
Giraffe.
What?
Yeah.
Is it really 2 days ago? Anyway.
Giraffe.
Yeah, so thanks to everybody who's participating
there
in the
you
Duke poll. Wait,
go.
I have others. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Andy
God.
Cox. Andy Cox. Andy Cox sent me a podcast that's so good. It's called Things Fell Apart.
What's
Y'all
it
heard about
about?
this? John Ronson. It's about the culture wars, and he goes back to like where these things started, and like
Give me an example.
He finds out about. Yeah, so abortion was not really an issue that right-wing Christians were going crazy about in the 70s when Roe v. Wade was passed. Evangelicals were like, you know what? It's not a real important thing to us. And then this dude, who I think his father was pastoring in Austria or something, but he was an aspiring filmmaker, the guy's son. And and he made this film for his dad where he got 1,000 dolls and they put it on the Dead Sea and they were like, look at the consequences of abortion. And that started stirring people up about abortion. And then it became this huge issue where people are like killing doctors.
Well, that's what happens.
Well, not always. I can make a movie. It's not going to whip people up into a frenzy.
Yeah, but that's what people do, man. That's
Well,
what people do.
sometimes.
They reckoned, all the fake news.
What a logic.
about-
That's what people do.
Yeah, you know about, all the fake news regarding COVID.
No, I hadn't heard of it. What is it?
Yeah, they reckon that originated from 11 Facebook accounts.
Yeah, that's,
Well,
I
yeah,
heard
oh,
that.
The whole of it,
Yes.
all of it came from
Sure,
just
yeah,
11
yeah, sure.
accounts.
There's a very concentrated group of people who want you to be stupid.
Yeah.
Because you're more easily to manipulate that way. The other one, it was in the show, is very interesting. This dude, he moved from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Los Angeles, California to be a movie star. And he was really into the whole Pizzagate conspiracy, the idea that rich, powerful people in Hollywood and Washington, D.C. are part of the satanic cult where they kill babies and, eat blood and stuff. And so these friends of his were like, he started talking about this, and they were like, one of them was apparently like an actual actor that you may have heard of. They didn't mention the name, but they looked at each other and they were like, "Oh, we have to tell him." And they're like, "Behind this door is the room where we keep the children." And he was like, "Oh my God, it's proof!" Ah! And he went running out of the house, and like he went on Alex Jones, and like he went on this crusade, and like it's so weird. It's just so.
What's the name of that show?
Things Fell Apart. It's the title is a reference to Chinua Achebe's novel Things Fall Apart.
Okay.
There you go.
And the host is a guy named John Ronson, which is very interesting because the horrible senator from my state of Wisconsin is named Ron Johnson. So by sheer coincidence, the host of or the presenter, as you would say, of this podcast is named John Ronson. So
Cool. I'll give that a listen. I'm listening to the.
Thanks, Andy Cox. It's really good.
I'm listening
Sorry,
to
you're listening to what?
the Always Sunny podcast. So this is
Okay.
where they watch an episode and then they talk about the episode, a little like the Office one and all that sort of stuff. And then they end up sort of mostly not talking about the episode and just talking about anything else. So it's the three guys from Always Sunny, Rob, Charlie, and the guy who plays Dennis. I forgot his name, Glenn. So there you go. That's what I've been listening to.
Well, I'm listening to the Mortal Engines books at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
It's very good, actually. I'm really impressed. The books are excellent. The film, not so much.
No.
Cool.
No.
So, yeah. There you go.
All right,
Worth
so that's
it.
my shout outs. Anybody else? got
Right,
shout
Chinny,
outs?
over to you.
Shout out to what movie did I watch the other day? I watched Ricky Gervais. So shout out to Ricky Gervais. I know he listens.
I know he does. He's such a fan of this show. Since we mentioned his performance in GTA 4, I think he's been listening.
Yeah, well, it's funny actually because last night I watched Ricky Gervais and I watched Cat Williams, and both of those, by coincidence, both of those comedians are in GTA 4.
There you
So
go.
the Cat Williams show, I never really rated Cat Williams to be honest. He said one funny joke in GTA 4, which was, "Why is there no dogs in Liberty City?" Which I thought was really, really funny because he obviously recorded that just for GTA. And he says, "I thought I saw a dog, but it was just a guy bending over," and I thought that was brilliant. What a
pretty
great
funny.
joke. But yeah, whatever. So I have no shout outs. I've just been watching stuff. Parks and Rec is great.
Yeah.
There
I
you
wish
go.
I could access that, but it's only on Peacock Platinum.
Oh, it's on
I wanna pay
Netflix
that.
over here. So.
There you go.
Ah, that sucks.
There you go.
Who's the one
Anyway,
on Netflix?
I'm going to shout out all the people who give me some support on the DJ No Clue Mixcloud because
Yeah, that was a good mix.
Oh, did you like the latest one? A bit of trance and techno. And it gets
that's good.
hard 30 minutes in. Oof. It kicks off, man. But yeah, over 100,000 minutes listened.
Yeah.
Take whatever goal you can get, I guess.
And you don't even have to sit
Well,
behind a table for 8 hours waiting for people to show some interest.
No, I don't. I do all right. I do all right.
It's all right.
You know, a few of me mixes lately over 40. If I get over 40
Yeah.
listens, I'm like, that's pretty good. I'll take 40.
You would take 40 people in a room.
Yeah, I would. I bloody would.
You know, that's what I think.
Yeah. Or if someone random listens who I don't know, and like on the latest mix, someone called Yuhi Su has listened to my latest mix.
Did he sue you?
Uh-huh.
Yuhi Su, which is a lady from Japan, I guess.
Well, Well,
or from
it could be
somewhere
Curly
in
Sue
that-
and just a
Curly
typo.
Sue. Yuhi Sue. So thank you, Yuhi Sue. There you go.
Thank you.
So there you go. So thank you very much for
Yeah.
that. And that's it, I guess, for me.
Excellent.
Or did you already do yours?
Ginny's-
I think I
Ginny's
did
bid.
mine. I can't remember.
Ginny's
I think
bid.
that's a
All
show.
right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
If you like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net.
Go check out VGHub.net.
Won't you? Won't you? Won't you? Why don't you? Why don't you just switch off the television set and go and do something less boring instead? Sitting at home, watch TV, turn it up, slow good to me. Why don't you? Why don't you? Go, go, go!
Loud.
Can I have a tea, please?
No, look, I'm not going to get you a tea when you ask me like that, you wimp. Come on, come at me.
Can I have a tea, please?
Come on, come at me.
Can I have a tea, please?
Oh, be a man about it.
I am a man.
Here, try this.
He's giving him a megaphone.
Can I have a tea, please?
Kids in the hall. Mwah! I love you, kids in the hall. You're so awesome.
Ginny, what's he talking about?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
And that's where I'm going to cut it. That's a good exchange to cut it off at. Oh, yeah. Now this week I'm going to be playing some games, man, because I ain't got nothing to do. I'm taking a week off of everything. I'm going to start working on the apocalyptic library book and maybe work on the graphic novel soon. But this week, nothing. I ain't doing shit.
I ain't doing shit.
Yeah. Actually, that's
Wait.
not true. I have to write a letter for the APT, but that's it. That's all. And I'm paying this stack of bills right here.
But apart
I
from
almost had
that,
our internet cut off.
nothing.
Nothing.
Apart
And
from
you-
that, nothing.
And
No.
you've got to put up
Look,
some
I'm gonna
shelves,
be a
but
wolf
nothing.
next year. Look, and I said this. You'll be interested in this, Chinny. This is the logo of the school where I'm teaching at next year.
Yeah.
But I wanted to post something about like, all right, next time you see me, I'll be a Sun Prairie West wolf. And I went searching for a GIF of a wolf, and I typed in wolves, and there was somebody, or I guess a group of people in the stands of some football contest flying the Wolverhampton Wolves flag.
That's right. That's my local
And I said,
team.
you know what? I've decided I'm 100% going to use that as the logo anytime I post anything about the high school. And someone was like, let me see it. And I showed her, and she goes, that looks like a mean wolf. And I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah. The one cool thing about Wolverhampton Wanderers is that it's a cool mascot, a wolf.
It's a cool mascot.
And they
But
did
there's a lot of wolves around all over the place.
they did a thing
It's on
where
The Simpsons. Who are we? The Wildcats. Who are we going to beat? The Wildcats.
they did a thing where there's another team and their mascot was 3 pigs, and then like the mascots had a fight.
It's not true.
Nice.
It's
I
true.
like that.
Yeah, it's true.
It's good.
It's like I think it was fake. It was a fake fight, but it was
Oh, okay.
Fight all the same.
Yeah, it was a fight.
Fight.
Good.
Fight.
Good,
Fight.
Yeah.
good laugh.
By the way, Chinny, I have just pre-ordered The Quarry.
Good for you.
Ooh.
Have you pre-ordered it for me?
Because I did something that Duke completely disagrees with.
Post it on a
great
on a
site.
Russian.
I went to CD Keys and it were 35 quid.
Nice.
And I'll
Take
pull
that,
the-
game developer.
I'll pull the trigger for 35 quid.
Nice.
But I ain't paying no 54, so you can stick it.
Yep.
So-
I can't stick it. The developers.
No,
can
no,
stick it.
I'm saying I don't mean you. I just think
There's no
generally you
victim
can-
apart from the developers and the people that made it.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Okay. They got to
Sorry.
cut the money somewhere.
Richard Finch is in the chat. He's also from Wolves.
Richard Finch is in the chair.
Lives around the corner from me. Never met him.
Ralph Finch, by the way, is a big supporter on the old Mixcloud. So thank
is
you,
he?
Ralph Finch. He listens to nearly every mix I do. He's a good
I
lad.
think he listens out of pity.
Yeah, he does. He totally does. He listens
He puts it
because
on
I make him.
and then he
I
mutes
make
it.
him. I force him. I tell him if he doesn't listen, I'm going to come round to his house in the middle of the night and look through his curtains.
That would be enough for me to play it.
Exactly. I'm going to come and do it to your house, Chinny.
I'm still not playing it. I'll just invite you in.
I know, yeah. I'm going to go. I'm going to
Richard
come
says
round.
banging mixes.
See, he knows what's good.
But
Look,
I
you
don't-
just
I-
said the last mix was good.
I don't like the. I don't like
No, I know you
dancing
don't.
techno.
I know
really.
you don't. I know you don't.
You know.
I get it. All right. I get it. I get it.
I
that
need
you
to
don't
listen
like
to
it.
your hippity hop mix. That's what
Yeah, I know, but you don't listen to them either.
No, I downloaded the app though and followed you.
I know. I saw that. I saw that. I did
So,
see.
I made a bit of an effort.
At least you're following me now.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
now got
It's
how many
been 2
followers have I
years.
got? I know 217 followers I've got.
It's all right.
Really.
It's all
It
right.
makes no difference though. There are some people who have like 20,000 followers and they still only get like 50 listens.
Yeah, they could be bots though. They could be fake.
Yeah,
they
it
could be
makes sense, it
bought
makes sense.
followers.
What tends to happen is random DJs will follow you, so you follow them back, but they never have any intention
Yeah.
of listening to anything you do.
It's artificial followers.
No, how can you be so cynical? What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
I just am.
Pulp Baggins in the chat says, "How about an '80s commercial jingle mix?"
An 80s commercial jingle mix.
be
What
fun.
does that? What would that entail?
Just kind of like, you can't get better than a quick.
Can you imagine if I put that up on Mixcloud?
You can't get better than a quick for the motherfucker. That kind of thing.
Well, like Kiora, Kiora. You bet you don't even know what Kiora is. Do
No.
you? It was like a mixed fruit cordial.
What's the What's that Simpsons ad with the 4x4?
I'm trying to think of some other good
Canyonero.
Canyonero. That's it.
Can you name the car is 6 feet wide? It smells like a steak and seats 35. Canyonero. Canyonero.
You should do.
Top of the line in utility sports. Unexplained fires are a matter for the courts. Canyonero. That was
You
Jimmy
should do
Johnny
TV
Cash.
advert remixes, Stu.
TV advert remix.
I
Can you
I still want to. I have my finger over the button all the time of buying one of those,
Well, those little keyboard, mini
drum
keyboards.
pad things where you can
Yeah,
mix and produce music and stuff. I always have my finger on that. Like, oh my god, I so want to do it. So DJing, it's just fading two tracks together. There's no skill in it.
No,
There's no
it
skill in
isn't
it.
just-
There's no skill
it's
in it.
not just that
It's dumb,
at all.
right? But producing music,
isn't just that.
that perks my interest.
Yeah, it isn't just that bad.
Crossfade, done.
It's
See you later.
really not just that. You don't crossfade
Turn it
at all.
down, turn it up.
I never use a crossfade.
Crossfade.
The only time you use a crossfade is if you're scratching.
You put on iTunes and you go shuffle, play,
Oh my God.
DJ, everybody. I'm a DJ. You know what I mean? No skill. Zero skill. You saw me, Stu. I went on your decks 2 minutes.
You
Got
did,
the hang
you
of it.
did,
Do you know what I mean?
you did.
Piece
Not
of piss.
really.
Piece of
You
piss.
didn't. No, you
Done.
didn't.
Waka waka waka. Easy.
Waka waka waka. There you go. Not really. Anyway, but that being said,
You got work tomorrow?
Yes, I'm at work tomorrow, so I'm gonna have
What's
to go.
on the menu tomorrow?
I can't remember actually. I have no idea until I
Chips?
go in the morning. No, don't think there's any chips on. I don't know. Till I go in the morning. I'll find out when I get there.
You can't. You don't know
So-
what's on the menu.
Nope.
Is it perhaps tea?
Some sort of.
Can I have a tea, please?
Yeah, a cup of tea. Some sort of food. I don't know. Food.
Ah,
Hot
why
pot.
wouldn't you ask
Maybe it's hot
questions when
pot.
you get-
What about a bit of
What comes on the
like
menu?
hot pot?
Stu, what comes on the menu? And you go, "Ugh, I fucking hate doing that. I fucking hate it."
Manchester tart.
What the fuck is a Manchester tart?
What's wrong with the Manchester tart?
So Manchester tart is a short crust pastry case, and then it has strawberry jam, sliced bananas, and then custard on top, and then coconut on top of that.
Dang it.
Ugh.
Try. Let me hang on a second. Let me try again. Chinny, ask the question.
What's a Manchester tart?
It's like a lady with no teeth.
Oh God!
Ah!
I knew
that's
that
pretty
was
good.
coming. It's terrible.
Jeez.
This dessert looks good. I don't know what you're talking about, Stu. I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's
maybe
making
annoying
it,
to
isn't
make.
it? It's making
Yeah.
it.
He's got to fanny around because you've got to bake your pastry blind, but you've got to bake it enough because it doesn't
Blind?
get cooked again. Yeah.
Well,
you
you're on a
gotta-
game
God,
show.
I'm blind.
You got to bake it blind. It's a faff.
Like a Japanese game.
What do you mean
It's
you
a
got to
bit of
bake
a
it blind? What does that mean?
So you got to put it in the oven without anything in it, with greaseproof paper and baking peas,
God, do you not know what it means to
and
bake
obviously
something
bake it on
blind,
its
Chinny?
own until it's baked. So you got to
I'm just
bake the
kidding. I have
pastry
no- I've never heard
basically,
that before.
but you obviously have to put the baking peas in to stop it rising because you don't want any bubbles in it.
Yeah.
And you got to prick it and all that shit, and then you got to take that out. Then you got to take the baking peas out and let it crisp up as well. So it's
Just
nice
serve
crispy.
it with the peas.
Who wants a soggy bottom?
Tell people to shut up
Nobody
and
wants
leave
a
you
soggy
alone.
bottom.
Is it even nice?
It tastes all right.
It tastes alright.
It tastes all right.
I've never heard of a Manchester tart.
Yeah, well, you don't live in Manchester, do you? Or in the north of the
I
country?
go
for that
there
matter?
quite a lot though.
what about an Eccles cake? Have you heard of an
I've
Eccles
heard
cake?
of Eccles cake. Yeah. I've heard
What
of
about a
Eccles
Chorley cake? Have you heard of a Chorley cake?
cake. No, I've never heard of that. That's just a thing you've just made up just right now.
No, it isn't. It's a true thing.
No, stop
So
lying.
whereas an Eccles cake, right, is puff pastry,
Yeah.
right, wrapped round raisins, like round raisins or sultanas or whatever, and spice and all that stuff.
Hmm.
A Chorley cake is short crust pastry, like sweet short crust pastry with sultanas in.
Right.
So it's similar, but obviously a different part of the north. So it's a slightly different variation on a similar theme. you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So Chorley, does the Chorley cake have the gaps at the top like an Eccles cake?
No. A Chorley cake's like looks more like a pie.
Right.
So if you look up a picture, you put Chorley cake in.
Yeah, they just sort of look like a fucking biscuit.
Yeah, it looks more like a biscuit. It's sort of more like a pie, really, but it's similar to an Eccles cake.
It looks gross.
Yeah, it looks like an Eccles cake, basically.
Raisin filled. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
Everyone wants their own version of an Eccles cake.
I think it's not a cake or anything, but the local thing from around here is grey pays. Have you heard of grey pays?
I haven't heard of a grey pay.
Grey pays. You're gonna say grey pays. So I'll find out what it is. Black country grey. Maybe Rich knows what it is. Grey pea. It's grey peas. What you're saying is grey peas, but you say grey pays.
Grey pies.
And it's what is it? It's just fucking.
Yeah. So the difference between a Chorley cake and an Eccles cake is a Chorley cake short crust pastry and an Eccles cake's puff pastry. Pretty much.
So
Okay.
So hey, Google Black Country grey peas.
Grey peas. Is that just like parched peas?
I don't know. I have no idea. Grey peas, but like in the when I used to grow up in the club, in the Woodcross club, I play snooker obviously, and they used to serve grey peas on a Sunday. They were like grey peas.
Oh god, that looks gross.
It's
It's like
well,
they're basically parched peas.
That's what I thought. Like everybody was going mad shit over them. I took one sniff and I was like, I ain't touching that. No way.
It's parched peas.
They usually put bacon on it though.
Yeah, it's great. Grey peas and bacon.
I don't know. Are you having a stroke?
Just say it how you probably say it down there.
Just before, if you are having a stroke, could you tell me how you want to be buried or cremated?
Grey peas and bacon.
Yeah, grey peas and bacon.
Grey peas and bacon.
Bacon, mate. Grey peas. Maybe Richard's heard of it.
As much as I'm enjoying this conversation, I think I'm going to step
No,
off.
What about
Have a
grey
great
peas
night.
and bacon? And
Play more
cabbage?
references that I don't get.
Cabbage will go with grey peas.
No.
Yeah. Right.
Don't go, dude.
No.
Stay for longer.
He went.
He just went. Yeah, do you want a controller, Chinny? You want a controller? I'm selling me old and
What controller?
the one that I had when you came around. I'm getting rid of it.
Oh, the DJ controller.
Yeah. Because I've got a new one of them now.
No.
Anymore. It's been up in the attic for ages.
Put that shit on eBay. I don't want.
I am just going to stick that shit on eBay.
I sold my ice skates on eBay this week.
No, have you stopped ice skating altogether?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm happy that
Chinny.
I can ice skate. I know how to do it. I can go forwards. I can go back. I can spin. I can do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I went recently. I say recently. I went just before Christmas.
Yeah.
And I decided I was like, I'm done with this. Look, I can do it now. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm done. I can do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't take my skates. I just had the rented ones, and I was fine. And I was like, I'm fine with this. Look, this is done. I sold an Apple Pen.
All right. Yeah.
And what else did I sell? I sold something. I sold like a camera bag. So.
All right. Okay.
Made about 100.
No, I've got a few bits to sell. I must admit, I'm going to sell my original Quest as well because what's the point of hanging on to that?
I can't believe you still got it.
I know. Yeah. I still held on. Well, I held on to it because it had all the modded Beat Saber on it.
You never play.
And then when I recently tried it,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work anymore. So I was just like, what's the point? So I'm just going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'll factory reset it and get that on as well. They still sell for quite a bit, actually, more than I expected.
Yeah.
But mine's a bit sweaty looking, so we'll see what happens. I've still got the original box and everything for it. The only thing I'm not going to give them the original cable though, because I like that cable because it's massive.
Yeah.
Because you got like a 3-meter cable with the original one.
Yeah, that's when like there wasn't skimping.
Yeah. So I'm keeping my cable. Well, someone buying it, how will they know what you got in the original box? I'll just give them the one that came with my Quest 2 that I've never used.
Yeah, that's the one I use quite a bit actually.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a lot longer than that. Right, I'm going to go because I've got to get up for work in the morning. I will leave you to it.
No worries.
Have a nice evening, and I will speak to you next week.
Yes, have a good week.
All right, mate. Speak to you soon.
Ta-ra, Rabbit.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.